Trots on the field for the first time.
Yeah, itipu mai au I te whārua
There's hardly anyone in this building, but it's
aha koa te aha mukore Ka whakarono mai ki o I kore kore ana Ka whakaro ake ha te aha E kore noa e tahi e rereke Kia maki o pai tā whiti Aha ko te kokei He mana nui tō te aki Hei aha te whakaiti Tiro ki tua tuara e Whakarono ki nā wai o roto e Kei wehi te wehe nā I tō awa Tiro ki tua, tiro ki tua, tua Koro koro tuiro to pākoro Kia mai au e kore rere I mohi o e nui no atura Tōku ora nai na te hira ira He ora nā nā kau kei tuara Kei tuara Tuara e Whakarongo ki nā wai o roto e Ke wehi te wehe nā I tō awa I tō awa, I tō awa Ki tua Ndo pai tō piti A koa te kokei He mana nui tō te aki Hei aha te whakariti Titiro ki tā Ki tua Titiro ki tua Ki tua
Whakarongo ki nā wai o roto e Te wehi te wehe nā I tō wā Tiro ki tua, tiro ki tua, tua
Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, The Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller from Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
And you're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, and we are live on this beautiful Throwback Thursday. I'm your host, your boy, the one and only Stephen D, right here on Clock Blockers, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show. And I'm super excited to hang out with y'all today. It's going to be a lot of fun this morning. Hey, man, look, I love it. 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 Hey, look, I just want to say good morning to everybody. You guys are the best in the world, every single one of you, and ladies that are watching too. Thank you for joining me this morning, as you do each and every day. But I just want to say how grateful I am that you guys get up and wake up every morning with me. So thank you very much to all of you for being so wonderful and supporting the show and keeping it growing and just being diehards of the show. So I appreciate that. Hey, look, it's Throwback Thursday. We got a big game coming up this weekend against the New York Giants. It's Throwback Thursday. I'm going to have my man D-Dub come on in a minute, but I got to take care of some housekeeping stuff first. First of all, I want to say, hey, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys do that. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys cannot or do not donate to the show financially, that's fine. The best way to help us is to do it through hitting the like button and sharing and letting people know that we're here. So sharing the link on Facebook, sharing the link on Twitter, sharing the link on Instagram, letting people know that this is the #1 Miami fan morning show. I can't grow without your help. So hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Also, hey, if you guys want to sign up, become a member today, sign up. Your seat is waiting at the table for you. Would love to see you on here. Sign up, become a member today. Hey, if you guys do want to donate to the channel, help the channel grow, okay? You guys can do it one of 3 ways. First way, use the YouTube live super chat, okay, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat. You guys can also use PayPal, which is MSM Podcast Network, or you can use Cash App, which is $MSM Podcast Network. I will let you know that we have a really awesome raffle going on right now. That raffle is awesome because it's also helping raise money for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So if you guys want to donate $25 per entry, a portion of all the money raised for this podcast network raffle is going to go towards TPP for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. First place is going to get a Frank Gore autographed JSA certified, courtesy of Sinbad Sports. Also, second place will get autographed Ricky Williams 8x11 Heisman Trophy, courtesy of Sinbad Sports. So, and also the fan club weekend. So, thank you to both of those entities for donating those things so that we can be able to raise a little bit of money and send it out for y'all. So we're trying to get all 50 slots filled in before I do the raffle. I need you guys to support. So help out in that way if you are able to. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, Tail Greeter. Tail Greeter is an amazing sponsor. If you guys are going to be in the Miami area this weekend and thinking about going to the game, you got to go to tailgreeter.com. Make sure you go check them out because tailgreeter.com or downloading the app of Tail Greeter will get you the fastest way to hanging out with all your Dolphin fan buddies over at the best tailgate in the world, East 32. Amazing bunch of group of people over there. And it's right next to East 12, and they're just amazing as well. So make sure you do that. Download the app today or go to tailgreeter.com, type in East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. And make sure you follow Tail Greeter online at Tail Greeter, okay, on all the social media platforms. All right. All right. So this was sent to me this morning by a good friend of mine who is a Tua fan and wanted me to say to all you Tua haters out there that there is an official apology form that you can fill out for your bad behavior about being hating on the man Tua. Okay, so reason for your behavior. The media told me he was a bust. Okay. The other one, I didn't actually watch Dolphins games. Third one, I only follow Omar and Armando on Twitter. I did not put that there, but that is funny. Next one is I didn't think a lefty could be successful in the NFL. Number 5, I'm jealous of Tua. And number 6, I didn't watch Tua in college. And then you sign down at the bottom with the check markers. I hereby respect Tua Tagovailoa and will not talk down on the future first ballot Hall of Famer. Oh, this was great when I saw it this morning. I had to put it up. It's really good. It's really good. I had to put it up there. I thought you guys and ladies would get a kick out of it this morning. So yeah. So hey, look, it's Throwback Thursday. There's nothing like Throwback Thursday. And you know what that means? We got the OG, triple OG on this morning. The man, the myth, the legend, D-Dub is in the building. What's up, D-Dub? D-Dub, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, D-Dub. D-Dub's gotta fix his audio. Try it again. You got the little virtual backspace there, though, too. I do like that. You might have to come back in. I'm just saying. Oh, do I hear you now?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's up, D-Dub?
Holy smokes.
There's this thing. It's called tech. See, on Throwback Thursday, we got to bring the oldest person that watches the show, which is how we bring D-Dub on, and he still has dial-up. So I'm just messing with you, D-Dub. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Awesome.
You had me
Awesome.
boy. You had me worried, boy. I was like, well, let me get my belt. Let me get my belt and beat this boy.
Now you got the virtual background.
Messing with OG.
What's up with the virtual background? You don't want to show your bedroom? Your bedroom a little messy today?
Remember, I'm down in South Carolina taking care of my parents.
Down in South Carolina,
so I got to respect their privacy. I got to respect their privacy.
I ain't mad at you, D-Dub. I ain't mad. But you came on and you're hanging out with us today, and I appreciate it. I like the Christmas sweater, though. I like the Christmas sweater. Thank you.
I'm getting in the spirit. Bro.
Now, D-Dub.
And the spirit of giving, I want to give, let's see. I'm going to give another opportunity to prove to me that he's the guy.
You know what, D-Dub? You're just so giving.
I'm not going to apologize, but I'm going to give him. I'm going to continue to give him another opportunity to prove to me that he's the guy, and the Dolphins were wrong in flirting with Deshaun Watson.
Hey, man,
prove it to me.
Hey, I think it's happening. I think it's happening right now.
If it happens, I'm happy with it. But I need him to prove it.
Big John said, "Wow, Stevens said B-Dub's using hearing aids." I didn't say that, but he might.
Wow.
But I use hearing aids. So I ain't mad.
These are not hearing aids. This is a Pro Beats, baby. I'm up with it. Okay. This is my beats. Okay.
Oh, D-Dub ain't got beats. He's got leets. Oh man, got the knockoff of the beats.
No, these are the Dr. Dre specials, baby.
Dr. Dre specials. All right, I ain't mad at you.
Dr. Dre specials.
All right, look, we haven't talked to you in a few weeks, so before we get into Throwback Thursday, which is one of my favorite days of the week when I get to do this with you, tell me about what you've seen over the last, this 4-game winning streak. We haven't really had a chance to talk to you.
I see the defense creating more opportunities. I see the defense somehow or another. Flores and Boyer, they said, you know what? Let's try something that was successful for us before, which is that pressure, and it's working.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably got to talk a little lower because everybody's sleeping. So if I have to talk lower,
if you start whispering,
so I see Jalen Phillips developing. I see Javon Holland growing into their roles. Okay. I see Brandon Jones being more impactful. Okay. Agba. I mean, it's been 6 games in a row that he's batted down a pass. That's fantastic. The defense has shown up. Even Van Ginkel has over the last 2-3 games has started to be the Van Ginkel of old. And that's what this team was lacking for a stretch of the time, because the offense was still trying to learn how to be an offense.
Yeah.
Still trying to was swapping out parts on the offensive line. That's why you haven't seen the production offensively. But when you put that with the lack of not creating opportunities on the defensive side, that together combined to have a negative impact on the schedule, on the results. Now we're starting to see the defense getting back to what it's supposed to be, and now we have a winning streak.
100%, man. I totally agree, man. I think if you look at this team going on a 4-game winning streak, I think better late than never, right? And then not only that, not better late than never, but it couldn't have come at a better time because you take them and now you've had the chance to beat. Dude, we've beaten the number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC, and we're right in the thick of the playoff hunt. And you look at it and you're like, Miami starts winning the next 2 or 3 games. It's going to be some problems for some people because we have the easiest schedule going down the stretch. And, and that's what, look, you call it what it is, call a spade a spade. It doesn't matter. I don't care. We start winning games. We're in it and we deserve to be in it because any given Sunday, right? And we lost to teams earlier this year that I believe we should have won against. So even if we think we should be beating these teams, as long as we're beating them, we're doing what we're supposed to do. And that's all that matters to me.
So I have an outlook on this. Flores and the coaches cost us 3 games.
Okay.
The Raider game, the Jacksonville game, and the Falcons game.
Okay.
Now, 2 of those are conference games. That's going to cost us in the wild card hunt.
It is.
Because I don't
We need all these NFC teams to beat these AFC teams. Anytime NFC faces AFC, we need that one. NFC.
We need for the Raiders to go on a losing streak.
Yep.
We need the Colts to go on a losing streak. Those are the 2 teams that the Dolphins have lost to inside of the conference that
and Buffalo
they need
too.
to go on streaks. Well, you can't worry about Buffalo and New England right now because you still got 2.5 games gap. Let's look at what is closer to our reality right now, which is those wild card teams. Mm-hmm. Those 2 wild card teams, they've beaten us, so we need for them to fall behind us.
That means they own the tiebreaker over us, and we need to find ways to jump ahead of them in the standings.
Right.
Now, when I did all of my scenarios on playoff generators and playoff predictors, I said the Dolphins would not move up from 13th place until after their bye week. So, look, we win this week. We go on a bye next week. I still don't think we see a change till that Jets game. When that Jets game we win, we could easily go ahead and jump up in the standings, maybe even into the 7th seed after that Jets game.
Yeah.
So it's there's a lot of great things coming on.
Maybe Santa will drop a playoff in our stocking. But if he deems us to be naughty, the only thing we can the main thing that I'm going to be pointing my finger at is the O-line and the coaching, because those 2 things cost us more than anything else this season. Now, I'm not saying that Flores needs to be fired, so don't go there. I don't even want to put the comments up right this second, but I say that and I'm throwing it up anyway. But I will say that Flores was outcoached. Flores was outcoached in the Jacksonville game and in that Raider game.
Well, the funny part is Jacksonville actually, you look at their coaching with Urban Meyer in that Jacksonville game, and just to kind of revert back to that game, I felt like Urban Meyer made a lot of bad decisions in that game. And
even more reason why you can't allow that team to win the game the way they did.
Yeah.
You're not being prepared for them to throw a 8-yard out to get closer to within field goal range is inexcusable.
Understandable. I totally get that. And here's what I'll say. I say that I think that Flores, it's not a question of whether Flores was outcoached or out or I think Flores put a lot of faith into his coaching staff, and decided about a month ago that, hey, I need to kind of take over some duties and I need to step up, because what's working, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results. And now we know that you look at, what the defensive play calling's been over the last month. It's been amazing. This defense has flipped a light switch. And now we can also go back and say it changed when Flores starting approving the defensive play calls. When he put his handprint on what was being called on the defensive side, life was good at that point. Life became good, and it's only getting better. And then you start looking at, well, look how good in 2 months, in 6 to 8 weeks, we've seen Jalen Phillips progress, Javon Holland progress on the defensive side, right?
Yeah.
And to go to the offensive side, look, I'm not even going to get into what we argued about yesterday with the O-line. But what I will say is you look at Jalen Waddle, and he does nothing but bring smiles to my face, because I feel like every week he's getting better. He's getting better. And he's one of the top, I think he's one of the top wide receivers, maybe top 20 wide receiver in the league right now. Already as a rookie.
He's in that category as far as stats are concerned.
Yeah. The talent's there.
With the number
of
talent
is there.
And the yards.
Yeah.
So he's projecting to have 1,000-yard season and get about 103, 104 catches. So for a rookie, you can't ask for much more than that.
We said at the beginning of the year in training camp that if Waddle came out and had 1,000 yards and if he has 100 catches to 100 receptions to go with that, bro, like you and I take that all day. There's no Dolphins fan that doesn't take that 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
take that and then you say, boy, what would the season have been like if Vito had stayed healthy?
Yeah.
What would the season have been like if, and I'm gonna go there, okay? What would the season have been like if last year the Dolphins would have drafted Jonathan Taylor or DeAndre Swift or AJ Dillon? Okay, because I know people are excited about Philip Lindsay, okay, but I'm not stuck in the Matrix, but I like that, John. I like that.
Shout out to the new movie coming out too. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. But I would have loved to have seen this offense with a young, high caliber drafted running back.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say on it.
Yeah.
A missed opportunity. But would love to see that. Hopefully Santa will come in April and drop a quality running back in the stocking.
That makes two of us. Two of us. All right, man, let's get into Throwback Thursday. I do want to remind people that are watching the show, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that like button on the #1 Miami fan morning show. I'm your host, Stephen D. Alongside me, most Thursdays, try to get them each and every Thursday, but hey, we all got lives just like everybody. My man D-Dub, my co-host for Throwback Thursday. I am super excited because, let me go ahead and pull up the screen here, because it's Throwback Thursday, and what we do is we go back in time, and we look at, what has happened in, Miami Dolphins history against the team. Right now, the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants have only played each other a total of 9 times in their history. 9 times. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, the New York Giants lead the series 7-2. 7-2.
Yep. But I'll say this. The Dolphins didn't lose. One of the wins came during that perfect season. So it wasn't that year.
You go back the last time the Miami Dolphins actually beat the New York Giants, we'll just go straight into the win column, was 2003 in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Dolphins started out that season after this game 3-1, facing the New York Giants, who were 2-2. It was October 5th in East Rutherford. down at the Meadowlands. Jay Fielder was our quarterback. Jay Fielder that day went 14 of 26 for 167 yards. He threw no touchdowns and no interceptions. The quarterback day for the New York Giants was Kerry Collins.
Wow.
Kerry Collins throwing a name out there for her.
After his outstanding career with Carolina, moving that franchise to the NFC Championship game earlier, like that was their second year in the league. Yep. Both those expansion teams did well right out the box, basically. When you think about,
although Carolina should have got a team, but we're not going to go there. Jacksonville or Carolina, neither of them should have got a team.
You think about the Jaguars and the Carolina within the first 4 years of existence, both of them going to a conference championship game. That's outstanding. That's outstanding.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, and Kerry Collins had a good career. He played at Penn State with my cousin Bobby Ingram, and they went on to win the Rose Bowl that year. Penn State, and they had a great team that year with Kajana Carter.
Shout out to OJ McDuffie in Penn State.
Yeah. You know, so they had a great squad with Kerry Collins there at Penn State, and he had a very good career. I mean, it wasn't a Hall of Fame career, but it was a good career. I mean,
it was a good career. Now, on this day, he did not have a good day. He went 31 of 43 for 276 yards, no touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
Yep.
And we'll
59.8 QB rating for the day. Not a good day for Kerry Collins.
No, not at all. Rushing that day in the backfield for the Miami Dolphins was James McKnight, this guy named Ricky Williams. Maybe you heard of him. I am wearing the orange Ricky Williams jersey today, people.
Puff, pass, baby. Puff, pass.
And Rob Conrad. Shout out to Rob Conrad. Big
Syracuse grad. Grad.
Ricky went 22 attempts for 39 yards and had a touchdown. Jay McKnight had 1 rushing attempt for 68 yards and a touchdown. So the New York Giants that day had Tiki Barber. One of the Barber brothers were in the building. 20 attempts for 71 yards and a touchdown. And Delvin Joyce, 3 attempts for 6 yards. Receiving, go ahead. Were you about to say something about running backs?
When I look at the list of running backs, of course the two big names that stand out there, Tiki Barber and Ricky Williams. Both of them, you know, for different issues, but they overcame those issues in their careers to have a successful career. One, Ricky was overcoming, basically, I'll say it this way, some mental issues.
Yep,
you know,
100%.
So, you know, and he overcame that. And no matter what you say about his career, it was a successful career. It may not have met the full potential, but the guy was a successful running back.
Well, look, I'll say this. Ricky Williams, by the way, is one of my favorite players of all time.
You got the 34 up there.
I love Ricky. And for somebody who I think this is a good pause situation to kind of reflect on him. I dealt with so many. I still deal with mental issues when it comes to depression, anxiety, and I go to therapy and at that time in the NFL that wasn't something that was at the forefront for the NFL and the NFL Players Association. Nobody really even thought about it, right? And so at that time when Ricky retired, I remember Dolphin fans, I'm going to call Dolphin fans out. They tore into him. Like they thought he was the worst thing in the world. And it was just insane. Oh, he's retiring so he can smoke pot and the reality is we did not know what was going on with him mentally. When the 30 for 30 movie came out, I think that literally changed everybody's perception of Ricky. Especially from a Dolphins fan standpoint. And he will forever be one of my favorite players because, I think he's probably all-time most misunderstood player in the history of the NFL. And I think that he was able to kind of help so many other. Brandon Marshall credits Ricky with getting him to therapy.
Yeah.
You know, and you look at what he did. I love Ricky. It is my dream to have Ricky as a guest on this show one day. And just kind of talk about everything.
You know, let's do it this way. What if you're totally judged on a 6 to 8 year period of your life, and for the rest of your life judged just on that, no matter what you do in the future? Ricky's going on to do some great things,
amazing,
impacted a lot of people's lives, and has overcome his shyness. Now you see him on the Longhorn Network doing commentary, being effervescent and happy. I mean, why are we just going to judge him on that little period of time in his life?
Because I think fans, D-Dub, I think fans have a very short mindset, I guess is the best way to put it, right? Like, what, you know, the saying, what have you done for me lately? The Dolphins were primed to make a Super Bowl run at that time. And when Ricky retired, Dolphin fans felt this guy's letting us down. That's not right. Well, they thought that it was the excuse that they used. How about that?
No,
it was the
excuse it was what was implanted in them by
the media,
the coach and the media.
Yep.
Okay.
The media.
You know, and if he was used a little more efficiently and other talents were developed, he might not have been used and abused the way he was.
People don't realize that man averaged 25 to 30 attempts per game for 100 plus yards for like 2 or 3 years in a row. And he was the hardest working man in the backfield in the NFL. I mean, that's all that was all the Dolphins had.
Yeah.
They would literally just feed the ball to him the whole game. And what do you think's going to happen to your body when you're the one that's taking that impact of the grunt of the hits and stuff? Like, of course, it's going to do. It's going to do a lot of things.
And all you're looking at is the carries.
Yeah.
We're not even looking at how many times maybe he had to pass protect and take hits 100%. From linebackers.
Yep.
So that doesn't get figured into the equation. So, you know, the guy made a life decision.
He made the right one, by the way.
And he made
the right one.
No, even if you thought or I thought it was the wrong decision, he made a decision for his life.
Yep.
And you can't sit there and be critical of what somebody else does with their life.
Yeah.
Unless they like blow, it'd be a little different if you saw Ricky Williams 3 years from then and then continued to now living under a highway, smoking a joint every day.
But even if that was the case, maybe that was the case. That would be what he chose to do with his life.
That would be his decision.
Yep.
But you know, he didn't. He went on to do a lot of things, impactful things for people.
Yep.
You know, so I wish him.
Hey, Ricky, if you ever want to come on the show, you have an open invitation. Let's just put it that way. And if you ever want to promote your weed company, which I am very excited about, bro, you can feel free to come on here and we will promote the heck out of it. All right.
Bring them gummies, Ricky.
Bring them gummies with you, Ricky. Dude, I love Ricky Williams. I think that he is probably top 5 favorite Dolphin all time, maybe even top 3 for me.
Now, if just to segue away and go back to that game we were talking about.
Yep, this game. Yep.
I see some very good names in the receiving corps.
Yep. So
let's remember.
Let's go to that. So receivers for that day, by the way, just so everybody knows, we are on October 5th, 2003. This is the last time the Dolphins beat the Giants. So receiving that day, Chris Chambers, Rob Conrad, James McKnight, Randy McMichael, love Randy McMichael.
Yep.
Darius Thompson, Ricky Williams, and Femi Ayambadejio.
That was close enough. That was a very good attempt. I'm not even going to be critical that you missed a little bit of it, but
the first name, right? It's Obafemi Ayambadejio, and I know I've met Femi a couple of times because Femi also played up here in Baltimore, and I used to work for CBS Radio up here in Baltimore and had the opportunity to do some shows with him. And Femi's a great guy. Femi is an amazing guy. Like Femi a lot. Jeremy, New York Giants, some names that you'll remember. The U, Jeremy Shockey, the U is in the building. He had 11 receptions for 110 yards that day. Ike Hilliard, Tiki Barber, Jim Finn, Amani Toomer, and Tim Carter and Delvin Jordan. Who was the original Lightning and Thunder? Wasn't that Tiki Barber?
That was Tiki Barber and Brandon Jacobs.
Brandon Jacobs, all right. And Jacobs, I don't see him playing in this game.
No, this was a little earlier.
Now, receiving wise, who are some of these names that stand out for you?
Well, on the Giants, I'll start with them. Shockey, he was like a Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
he was utilized in that way. Although he was a pretty good blocker, maybe even like Gronk, because he was big, but he was athletic, could get down the field.
Yep.
I remember him making a big mistake in a playoff game for the Giants against the 49ers on a field goal attempt, but he had a pretty good career. Pretty good, nice hands, was great on the seam routes. Amani Toomer, Michigan guy, so a lot of people in Ohio will always hate on Michigan players, but Amani Toomer, pretty good wide receiver. Didn't have a great career, but an adequate career. He never really had, he was never number one, but he had a pretty good career. He was like a Devon Best.
Yep. Shout out to Devon Best too. I'd love to have him on the show.
And of course, Tiki, he was very good in running the ball, but he was pretty good as a receiver.
And it's funny, just a quick side note about Tiki. Tiki ended up retiring early from the NFL to go do a TV career that never really quite prospered the way he thought it would.
Right. I mean, he made a few faux pas on some shows, and that caused that. But he was a color analyst for CBS for a time.
I thought it was Fox.
CBS.
I thought it was Fox.
Yeah. I know he was a color analyst.
I know he was what Michael Strahan ended up being.
He would yes. That is a good way to put it.
Like he wanted to be what Michael Strahan ended up being.
Oh yeah, and Michael Strahan is now.
And I love watching Michael Strahan.
He's going into space, man.
He's going into space. Big man's going into space. I love Strahan, man. I could listen to Strahan talk all day. But all right, let's go to a little bit further down. So let's see here. Here we go.
And of course, Chris Chambers. Everybody knows Chris Chambers, but Randy McMichael does not get a lot of respect.
Dude, one of my favorite Dolphins from that period.
He was an athletic guy, could do it all as a tight end. And it just, he was on the cusp of being all pro bowlish. Yep. Not all pro-ish, but pro bowlish. But, he was very good.
Randy McMichael had 2 receptions that day for 57 yards. But I always loved watching Randy McMichael. I thought that as a Dolphins fan, I was always biased that he was one of the top tight ends in the NFL, and we just never utilized him the way that we should have. And I think there's some truth to that. I don't think we utilized him maybe in his best way, but he did have some amazing games for the Miami Dolphins, and his mark, I think, for Dolphin fans will always be remembered in a positive light. Here in Miami, you know.
Yes. And you know what? The reason why you don't have outstanding stats offensively for this game is because you had some, at least for the Dolphins, you had some outstanding historic names on the defense in this game.
Well, we're gonna get to that. Hold on, we'll get to that. All right, let's
wait, Nick. Let's get to it.
Well, just so you know, that day for the Miami Dolphins, the punters were Charlie Rogers for the Miami Dolphins. I don't remember Charlie Rogers. Brian Mitchell for the Giants. Those were punt returns. I'm sorry. Those were punt returns. Punting was Matt Turk and Jeff Fiegels. Fiegels also, I want to say his son punted for the University of Miami or kicked for the University of Miami. I could be wrong about that. Kicking for the Miami Dolphins that day was Alindo Mare. And the New York Giants had Matt Bryant and Jeff Fiegels kicking that day. Yeah. So real quick, just, punters, Fiegels, Turk, Alindo Mare, Matt Bryant. Also, Matt Bryant played up until a few years ago.
Again, if you want to have a long career, or if you want your son to have a long career in football, get him to be a punter, a long snapper, or a field goal kicker.
That's what my wife says. My wife says that we're going to make our son a punter or a kicker. So he doesn't get hit.
Because you with the compound interest, you can set your future up for the rest of your life. Yes, you may not make the $25 million guaranteed signing bonus, but if you plan your finances right, you can live very, very comfortably on a kicker salary if you can kick well for like 15 years, 17 years, or a punter. You can have a 10, 12-year career as a punter and you set for life. And you're not taking the physical beating that you would as a everyday player.
All right, you ready for these defensive names?
Oh man, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready.
For the Miami Dolphins in 2003 against the New York Giants, the last time we won, this is who played on the defensive side. Junior Seau, Zach Thomas, Sam Madison, Sammy Knight, Terrell Buckley, Brock Marion, Jeff Saguna, Arturo Freeman, Patrick Surtain, Marlon Greenwood, Jason Taylor, Tommy Hendricks, Larry Chester, Jamar Fletcher, Sam Simmons, Prince Adwale Agunleye. Adewale Agunleye. Seth McKinney, Rob Burnett, Abafemi Ayambadejio, and Sean Wooden. Shout out to Sean. Sean's been on the pregame show a couple of times. Love Sean Wooden. Good guy. What a crazy defensive backfield, bro.
Yep. So you got one Hall of Famer already, Jason Taylor. And you got two. I don't know. Did Junior Seau? No, you got
Jason Taylor and Junior. No, Junior Seau and Jason Taylor are both Hall of Famers.
Right.
So there's two.
So you got
Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas should be and will be. So there's three.
And then you got 3 or 4 consistent Pro Bowlers and all pro players between Patrick Surtain, Sam Madison, and Terrell Buckley. And Brock Marion.
This was a crazy defense.
Yep. And and Larry Chester, he was pretty doggone good defensive lineman.
Yeah, he was.
He served his purpose.
There was 3 interceptions that day. 2 were had by Patrick Surtain, and 1 was had by Brock Marion. Junior Seau had 11 tackles that day.
Mhm.
Zach Thomas and Sam Madison both had 6. Sammy Knight had 5. Jeff Saguna had 5 tackles that day.
Now, the name that stands out to me that's on here that really goes down in Dolphin history is Jamar Fletcher.
Jamar Fletcher, bro. Corner.
And do you know why?
No, why? Tell me why.
Okay. Jamar Fletcher was taken in the draft, number 1 draft pick for the Dolphins, instead of them drafting Drew Brees.
Wow, 2001 draft. You're gonna make me go to it. 2001 draft. First, all right, you ready? I'm gonna go. This was the 2001 draft. 2001 draft. First overall, I'm gonna go down. Atlanta Falcons, Michael Vick, number 1 overall. Arizona Cardinals, Leonard Davis. Cleveland Browns, Gerard Warren.
I think he was
Cincinnati,
like 26 or 27th.
Yeah, yep. Cincinnati Bengals, Justin Smith. Number 5, San Diego Chargers, LaDainian Tomlinson. 6, New England Patriots, Richard Seymour. 49ers, 7th, Andre Carter. Chicago Bears, 8, David Terrell. Seattle Seahawks, number 9, Corin Robinson. Green Bay Packers, number 10, Jamal Reynolds. Carolina Panthers, 11, Dan Morgan. He ended up being a pretty good player. St. Louis, number 12, Damian Lewis. Jacksonville, 13, Marcus Stroud. Number 14, Tampa Bay, Kenyatta Walker. Washington, number 15, Rod Gardner. Number 16, New York Jets, Santana Moss, the U in the building. Seattle, number 17, Steve Hutchinson. Number 18, Detroit Lions, Jeff Backus. Number 19, Pittsburgh Steelers, Casey Hampton. Number 20, St. Louis Rams, Adam Archuleta. Number 21, Buffalo Bills, Nate Clements, who I think ended up playing for us a little bit too, I think. I could be wrong about that.
He had a pretty good career as a defensive back.
And then number 22, New York Giants, Will Allen, who I also think played for us as well. Number 23, New Orleans Saints, Deuce McAllister. 24, Denver Broncos, Willie Middlebrooks. Number 25, Philadelphia Eagles, Freddie Mitchell. Number 26, the Miami Dolphins, Jamar Fletcher. Number 27, Minnesota Vikings, Michael Bennett. 28, Oakland Raiders, Derek Gibson. Number 29, St. Louis Rams, Ryan Pickett. Number 30, Indianapolis Colts, Reggie Wayne. And 31st overall pick for the Baltimore Ravens, Todd Heap. Heap.
So when the Dolphins were needing a quarterback and had a chance to draft,
Drew Brees was the first pick. Was the first pick of the next round. Yep.
There you go. And that's why I always have a little
animosity towards Jamar Fletcher, which is not his fault.
It's not his fault, but I just have buyer's remorse. Let's put it that way, buyer's remorse.
And the messed up part is we could have had Drew Brees 8 years later too, or 7 years later, and didn't get him then.
5 years later, when after San Diego drafted Phillip Rivers, they didn't want to re-sign Drew Brees, and the doctor said no, his knee is messed up, his shoulder's messed up. And the Dolphins, instead of getting Drew Brees, signed Dante Culpepper, who only played three games for the Dolphins.
3 games. Second round, 36 overall pick to the Cincinnati Bengals, Chad Johnson. Went to the Bengals in that draft too. Kyle Vanden Bosch went to the Cardinals at 3rd. I mean, this was a pretty good draft if you look at it. There's also some bad misses in here too.
Oh, yeah.
Some really bad misses, you know.
Oh yeah, maybe one day we'll do a show on that.
Steve Smith, Carolina Panthers in the 3rd round.
Yep.
I'm just looking here real quick.
I would have punched him in the nose too, Dolphin Dan.
Marlon Greenwood there, Dolphins 3rd round.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness! All right, let's go back. Wow, that you brought it back, boy. You brought it back. And then
Now-
that day for the New York Giants, just to look at the New York Giants that day, Michael Strahan, Sean Williams, Cornelius Griffin, William James, Kenny Holmes, Michael Barrow, Brandon Short, Dhani Jones. Dhani Jones,
Another Michigan guy.
I always enjoyed watching Dhani.
Yeah.
Keith Hamilton, Omar Stoutmeyer, Will Allen. I'm just seeing Tiki Barber even played a defensive snap. Brian Mitchell.
That means he
Special
made a
teams.
tackle. He made a tackle on an interception.
Interception. You're right. Look at you. Look at you. That's why you're here. David Tyree. That name rings a bell for you.
Yes, for the Super Bowl. Yep.
Thank you, David Tyree.
Yep.
David Tyree. You, sir, can also drink for free in Miami whenever you want.
Because he made the catch that
the bubble gum catch
that made sure that the Patriots did not go perfect.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So that was October of 2003. That is the very last time that the Miami Dolphins beat the New York Giants.
Yeah.
That's sad, man.
Now, I will say this. The first football game I ever went to was a preseason game between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. And it was the first game, or one of the first games, I'm not exactly sure, where the Giants played at the Meadowlands. This was in 1976.
Where did the Giants play before the Meadowlands?
They played at Shea Stadium. I mean at wait a minute. Yeah, they played at Shea Stadium.
Bro, you are a walking encyclopedia, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, they played at Yankee Stadium. I'm sorry, Yankee Stadium. They played at Yankee Stadium because also that was the site for, then they considered the greatest game ever played, 1950.
Baltimore Colts, New York Giants. Pat Summerall played in that game.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to.
Yeah. So they played at Yankee Stadium for a lot of years, and then I was able to, as a little kid, my father took me to the Meadowlands.
All right, so they played
there.
They played. All right, so they played 1925 to 1955 at the Polo Grounds.
Yep.
1956 to 1973 at Yankee Stadium.
Yep.
1973 to 1974, the Yale Bowl. 1975 at Shea Stadium. And then in 1976, they moved to the Meadowlands.
I knew they played games at Shea. I knew it. I knew they had.
They played 1 year at Shea Stadium. 1 year at Shea Stadium. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I did not know that.
Because during that time, the Yankee Stadium was being the now the old one, but at that time the new Yankee Stadium was being built, and the Yankees and Mets both played at Shea Stadium, and the Jets and Giants played at Shea Stadium. So it was crazy having all of that action going on at one place.
So Shea Stadium was, Say that one more time. The Yankees.
Okay. The
Yankees played at Shea Stadium.
Yankees played games
from 74. Yep, 74 to 75. The Yankees' home stadium was Shea Stadium. Yes. Never knew this. Yes. Never knew this.
Yes.
So the Yankees, the Mets,
and Jimmy
the
Hoffa's
Jets,
body is supposedly buried. Yes, that's an old saying. Yep.
So Yankees, Mets, Jets, and Giants all played at the same stadium for 1 year.
Yes.
That's insane.
It was very busy. Very busy.
Queens.
In Queens, New York.
Queens was the center of the sports world for a minute.
Yep. And you think about this, people talk about the subway system, but the subway system even back then was able to support all that traffic. I used to work for the subway system, so I got a little fondness for it. I used to drive those trains, operate those trains every day.
All right, let's go back and look at the very last game. The last time the Miami Dolphins faced the New York Giants was in December of 2019. And that game, the Dolphins lost that day 36-20. Let's kind of look what was going on. That day, Ryan Fitzpatrick was the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, was 23 of 41 for 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That day, Eli Manning was 20 of 28, 283 yards, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. If you go back and look, the Dolphins were up 10-7 at halftime. Then the Giants scored 16 in the third and 13 in the fourth quarter. And so the second half Dolphins just couldn't close it. Rushing that day, Patrick Laird, still here. Myles Gaskin, still here. Brian Fitzpatrick. Giants that day, Saquon Barkley, Javaris Allen, Elijah Penny. Receiving that day for the Miami Dolphins, Albert Wilson, Mike Gesicki, Devontae Parker, Isaiah Ford, Myles Gaskin. Hey, it seems like the same people.
Yep.
Patrick Laird, Clive Walford, Alan Hearns. That day, the New York Giants had Sterling Shepard, Saquon Barkley, Caden Smith, Darius Slayton, Cody Latimer. Was Cody Latimer the Denver Broncos wide receiver that played with Manning Payton? I think he was.
I'm not sure. That I'm not sure about.
Scott Simonson and Golden Tate also had 1 reception for 51 yards and a touchdown that game.
Yeah. So what stands out to me, when you said all of that, it's amazing the stick-to-itiveness of Patrick Laird and Myles Gaskin. I got to tip my hat to him because I really didn't think that Patrick Laird had a role on this team this year. Mm-hmm. And through just sheer determination, Patrick Laird has created a spot and has justified his spot, his roster spot as well. Justified it. So I tip my hat to him because I didn't think he should be on the team.
My wife thinks he should be getting more carries.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but he should definitely be getting more opportunities in the passing game. Yeah. As far as option in the on the third down back. I think he's proven that he can get those tough yards in those passing situations.
So the Dolphins didn't play the Giants real quick from 1972 till 1990 in the regular season.
Yeah, that's
almost 30 years.
Scheduling, and they went to the new schedule after the 92, and that's when you start seeing teams get
every 4 to 8 years.
Yeah.
Every 4 to 8 years, depending on how it worked out. But so they played 1990, 93, 96. That was a 3-year rotation. And then it went 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015, 2019, and now we're in 2021. So
So
and the only reason that this game got added was because it was the extra game.
17th game.
Yeah. So,
but you think about a 20-year period where you don't even see or sniff a team. That's one of the things that they wanted to change, and that's why they did the schedule that because some teams, they want an opportunity some way, shape, or form, and although I don't like them, they want to see a game against the Cowgirls. They want to see a game against the Packers. They want to see a game against the Raiders, the Steelers, just because it's good for the NFL and it's good for that market to have those teams bring their fans or to have opportunity to go to those markets to play. It's good for the league to spread that I don't want to say camaraderie shit, but to spread that publicity, to get that publicity.
100%. Hey guys, just to hit the reset button, this is Miami Sports Music Podcast Network's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. It is Throwback Thursday. I have my co-host for the day with me, D-Dub, Triple OG. Make sure you go follow my man on Twitter at SFCG Riot, R-I-O-T.
And just so you know about, I'm able to deal with some of the comments. I'm not in the Matrix, but I'm starting to believe.
Big shout out from D-Dub. D-Dub's not at his house. He's at his parents' house down in South Carolina, and he's doing the show, trying to speak softly so he doesn't wake up mom and dad. And yeah. But hey, man, I appreciate you doing the show with me today. But let's get back into it, man. Let's talk about let's kind of talk about the game coming up. So it looks like I'm seeing in the chat box there's Twitter reports coming out that say that the starting quarterback Daniel Jones is going to try and play with his injury on Sunday. I got to be perfectly honest and say that bodes well, very well for the Miami Dolphins. Would you agree?
I will say this, that if he plays, he'll have it will fit in well with the Dolphins, because with his injury, he's not going to be as mobile. But my main concern for this game is being able to stop Saquon Barkley. Okay. The last time they played, he had over 100 yards. And thanks, Dolphin Don. And he needs, the defense needs to step, the defensive line needs to prevent him from having that type of impact. The line and the linebackers, they gotta keep him under 70 yards rushing, and his impact in the passing game. If you can do what you did to McCaffrey with respect to limiting his impact in the passing game, then the Dolphins shouldn't have too much of an issue with this game. That being said, the Dolphins are now setting themselves up to face a litany of very good running backs.
They are. They got Saquon Barkley coming up. The Jets, not so much, but then
Michael Carter is pretty good.
He's got the potential to be pretty good. I'm not.
He's not an all-pro, but he's got talent.
Well, then you got the Saints. Who do the Saints have?
Alvin Kamara.
Then you have
the Titans.
Well, that's nobody right now.
Well,
Derrick Henry's gone.
Derrick Henry may be able to come back.
It doesn't look likely.
Okay.
It could be.
Yeah.
The person who replaced him, Adrian Peterson, just signed to the Seattle Seahawks practice squad yesterday.
Yeah.
And then the last game, we have the Patriots.
And they love to run the ball.
Yep.
So
yeah, but I mean, look, I'll be honest with you.
It's time for the defensive line to say, okay.
But they have been, though. They have been.
I want it to continue. I want it to continue. Okay. Proving it is continuing to do it. Prove it every day. Every day.
I'm not. Look, I know I'm a little cocky, but I'm not scared of nobody. There's no team on our schedule that scares me. None. No team on the schedule that remains that scares me. New Orleans can be beaten. Tennessee can be beaten. And we've already proven that we can beat New England, and we get to play them at home. So I'm not scared.
Yeah. And I'll say this. You have to bring all four. I'm going to use all four aspects of the game. Offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. Don't make those stupid mistakes. Think outside the box, coaches. 100%. Be prepared for all. Try to have that situational awareness where you can be prepared for all those situations that come up.
Look, here's a reality, D-Dub. There is no team in the AFC right now that I am truly scared of, and that includes Buffalo. Buffalo can be beaten. And I know that they've had our – look, just let me finish my statement before you say I'm crazy, okay?
I wasn't going to say that.
if the Dolphins get into this thing, if they get into the dance, if they get into the dance, we can make a run at the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, we can make a run at the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, if you get in, whether you're the 7th seed or the 1, woo!
Bless you. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. God
It
bless
does not matter. It does not matter. The Dolphins, if they get in, they could be one. Think about it. I want you to think about it like this. If they get in, odds are they went undefeated the rest of the year. Right? Which means they went 9-0. Which means they would have been the hottest team in the NFL at that point. And they would have beaten the 1, 2, 3 seeds in the AFC, odds are, which are probably going to be Baltimore, New England, and why am I forgetting the third
one?
The Titans. So then at that point, who are you scared to play? Buffalo? But I think Buffalo can be beaten.
Until they do it, you have to tip your hat to Buffalo. I don't know why they got our number, but they have it. And until they beat them, yes, they had them on the ropes per se in the last game. Mm-hmm. And yes, there are places where there's more talent on this side than on their side. But until they stop Josh Allen, until they stop Stephon Diggs, you're going to have to accept the fact that you're going to be the underdog in that game. Mm-hmm. Okay? Until they do it. Until the little brother, and I hate to use this, until the little brother is able to pop the big brother in the chest and say, look, I'm not going to take that anymore, the big brother's always going to think that.
You have every right to say that, and I get that. We cannot beat Buffalo for some reason. They have our number. But I've looked at Buffalo this year, and I've seen the games they've won, and I've seen the games they've lost. And I'm telling you right now, they're not that good of a team.
You know what's going to make me even madder, Steven? If I'm sitting here Monday night in the nice, warm environment of South Kakalaki, rather than in the cold briskness of Ohio, and I watch the Patriots beat the Bills, I'm gonna be PO'd because
I think, bro, be prepared to be pissed then, because I see it happening, which is fine. Think about it. We would then own the tiebreaker with New England.
No, but then see, Buffalo beat us twice. If it's in a playoff, it's in a wild card, we're going to lose out.
All right, so hold on. Let's look at this, okay? Right now, the Miami Dolphins have to play the Patriots again, the Jets again, and that's it. All right, from a divisional standpoint.
Yeah.
So that puts us, if we win both those games, that puts us at 4-2 with our only two losses being what? The Bills, right?
With the Bills.
Okay.
So you don't want to be in a tiebreaker situation with the Bills because you lose out.
I understand. Okay. So Buffalo Bills remaining games. You ready? Their remaining games. Tampa Bay. Now, Tampa Bay, by the way, I'm not scared of either. I don't think they're that good. But Tampa can beat Buffalo. I'm not saying they will.
Hold on a second. All
right. Well, I will talk to other people until D-Dub comes back. All right. So Tampa Bay can beat Buffalo. That's one. Number 2, they play Carolina. They're going to beat Carolina. So now they're 1. They play the Patriots. That's 2 losses. They play the Falcons. They're probably not going to lose. They're probably not going to lose there. And they play the Jets. So that's 2. So odds are they're not going to lose, but maybe 2 or 3 more games at the most. Right? But if you look at it, if they do that, they're going to finish the year 10-7, odds are. 10-7. If they finish 10-7, we own the tiebreaker with them, right? So now let's go to New England. If we go to New England and we look at New England's last 5 games, they're against the Bills, the Colts, The Bills again, the Jaguars, and us. The Patriots could easily lose 3 to 4 games. Easily. We're going to see this Monday night, the Patriots and Bills, who's top dog. And odds are, if you're asking my opinion, I would say that neither team is that good.
Wait a minute. Did I hear you say that if the Bills finish 10-7, that the Dolphins would own the tiebreaker?
They would own the tiebreaker as long as the Patriots finish 9-8.
No.
Actually, no. No. Hold on.
Because if the Bills and the Dolphins, if the Bills and the Dolphins
NFL
finish
playoff.
tied, the Bills get the tiebreaker because they swept the season series.
We would have, but they would have lost. But odds are they would have lost 2 to New England, right?
But look, the first tiebreaker is head to head. The first tiebreaker in any tie scenario is always going to be head to head. And if the Dolphins have lost to the Bills twice already, the Bills win that tiebreaker.
All right, so let's say, all right, hold on. I'm trying to, we lost to Buffalo twice. I get it. I understand it. So the question is, fans in the chats, who do we root for on Monday night? Do we root for Buffalo or do we root for New England?
You have to root for Buffalo. It's hard to admit it, but you have to root for Buffalo because if you still have a shot to sweep the Patriots, and if there's a tiebreaker, wild card tiebreaker situation with the Patriots, and you sweep the Patriots, you win out. You win that tiebreaker. If the Bills win the division, and the Patriots are a wild card like team like situation, and the Dolphins sweep the Patriots, the Dolphins win out over the Patriots. If it's the other way around, where the Patriots win that division and the Dolphins are in a tiebreaker scenario with the Bills, then the Dolphins lose out.
Right now, I'm going through the playoff generator, and I'm trying to see how this looks for Miami. So just bear with me while I do this. Because
now I don't know about the three-way tie situation.
That's what I'm figuring out right now.
So now you have to deal with, and see, you're gonna lose if the Bills and the Patriots split, right? And the Dolphins and the Patriots, if the Dolphins sweep the Patriots, the fact that the Bills swept the Dolphins and split with the Patriots, that would give them an up in the division.
We need if New England and Buffalo split, if they split the games, as a matter of fact, hold on. So if Buffalo wins on this Monday night, and then we go over here and we have, I'm trying to do this fast, guys. I apologize. Let's see here. Then they have.
Yeah, we did not plan this, people. So this is an impromptu.
Damn. Buffalo. Where's Buffalo?
Topic.
There's a scenario that all 3 AFC teams get in at 10-7.
Could be. Let's hope that the AFC West continues to beat each other up.
That's what we need, and we need Buffalo to lose a game to like the Giants or the Falcons, or to the Jets or the Falcons that they wouldn't normally lose. DW, you left us, man. Where'd you go? All right, there you go.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. I had your screen on. I didn't know where you went. All right. So look. John Cristalaca says we lose because of strength of schedule. Look, here's a reality. I want the Dolphins to obviously win out, right? Just Google how the Dolphins can make the playoffs, Steven. That's probably a smart thing to do, right?
I mean, it's a stretch for them to win the division. It's a stretch.
But
a
it's
lot of things have to happen. A lot of things have to happen. I'm back in my Neo site now. I'm back.
Yo, okay, all right. So tell me, man. I think at the end of the day, what you're saying is you want Buffalo to win because it improves our chances of getting into the wild card that much more.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
I get it.
Yes. So that's the only reason why I'm rooting for the Bills in this game.
In the chat box, let me see again. Are you rooting for the Bills on Monday night or the Patriots? I'm interested to know. Matter of fact, I'll do this. I'll do you one better. I'll do a poll. Who are you rooting for Monday night?
Andravia says the Bills. And Jonathan D, I like your answer. I would love it if they had a 2-2 tie.
Ties hurt us. Ties hurt us.
I know it does, but I hate to root for either one of them. I know Batman 22343. It's sad that we got to be in this situation, and that's why I blame Flores for the Jacksonville loss, the Falcons loss, and the Raider loss. We wouldn't be in this situation. I mean, I can give it up to.
Andravia says cancel the game. It's still got to be replayed, bro. That game's got to play. It's got to happen right now. Wow, 19
Obi-Wan
votes.
Kenobi, you're our only hope.
Andravia says, "Stop the count! Stop the count!" Bills 96%.
Turn those machines back on. Turn those machines back on.
23 votes, 24 votes, 92% are rooting for the Bills. So it sounds like everybody's rooting for Buffalo on Monday night.
Because there's two factors. Nobody wants to see the Patriots back on top after being knocked
Bro,
off.
Bro, you ain't never lied, boy. It's so angering. Like, I'm so I'm triggered seeing that, by the way.
Okay. And it would help in the long run. It helps the Dolphins get into the tournament, into the dance. Okay. And that at this point in time, if the Dolphins could possibly win out and get to the dance, nobody's going to want to play them. Nobody's going to want to play them.
I've gone through the teams right now, right? And let me clear. Right now, your current number one seed is Baltimore. Yep. We beat Baltimore. I'm not scared of them. Yep. Number 2 seed is New England. We beat them. Number 3 seed is Tennessee without Derrick Henry and with Ryan Tannehill. Not scared of them.
They lost to the Texans.
100%. Kansas City is number 4. Granted, they got Patty Mahomes, but
they're beatable right now.
They are beatable, and they were beatable last year. Miami should have won last year against them. Let's not get that twisted, right? So, and I think our defense is better today than it was any time last year, and our defense was great last year. Cincinnati's the 5th seed. They've been up and down, although they look very strong right now.
Wait a minute. Highlight 1, 2, 3, 4 F's at 9:34 a.m. Yes.
With 92 games remaining, there are about
with a number.
5 octillion different ways the NFL regular season could end. How many of those put the Miami Dolphins in the playoffs? Far too many to check by hand. You are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4 F's. Octillion.
Octillion. I mean, that's 8 times a trillion.
G-Dub is a Dolphins Jedi, bro. I like it.
Thank you, Cap for life.
You know, I like it. Oh man, but seriously, you look at it and there's no one team running away with this thing. There's not.
No.
There's not.
There's no clear cut right now team in the AFC that you fear.
Not at all.
None. And although you can look at the NFC and say, well, I don't want to play Green Bay, or I don't want to play Tampa Bay, or I don't want to play the Rams, even though the Rams now going on a 3-game losing streak. The team that I'm telling you, nobody wants to face the 49ers right now, and nobody wants to face us right now because of what the streaks that those teams are on.
You know what? You hit the nail on the head. The top 2 teams in the NFL right now, I would say top 3, because I as much as I hate to say this, you have to put New England in that conversation. They're pretty tough right now. But I think New England, Miami, and San Francisco and Arizona are probably your top 4 teams. Top 2 AFC, top 2 NFC.
And I even think about Arizona because
Arizona's 9-2, man. And they're doing it with a backup quarterback.
I know.
Imagine what happens when Kyler Murray gets back.
I know. Just to answer Mark Jones, I'm African American, and I'm from New York City.
New York.
I'm a New Yorker, baby. I'm from the
York.
boogie down Bronx.
The boogie down Bronx. I love it. I love it, man. Hey, guys, this is Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clap Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. This is Throwback Thursday, and on Throwback Thursday, I have my co-host with me, D-Dub. This has been a pretty smooth talking show. I enjoy the panel shows. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the panel shows, but I like just hanging out and talking and having a good time with you, man. This is a lot of fun. I like doing this.
Getting some words of wisdom, youngin.
I know.
Put you under my wing. Put you under my wing. You know, sit down. In fact, you know what? Just because you're showing some growth and maturity, I'm gonna let you have a Valentine ale with me, and we can sit down and have a conversation.
Oh my goodness, I love it, Dino. I love it.
I took it back with a Valentine ale.
Oh man, John Cristalaga says, I got my co-host with me, the ghost of Christmas past. That was a good one. Oh, Flipside Fishing, why does D-Dub look like the ghost of Christmas past? Encyclopedia Dub. Encyclopedia D-Dub. Encyclopedia Dub. I'm trying to say it the way you should say it, Andre Viz.
Encyclopedia Dub.
Encyclopedia Dub. I like it. I like it. D-Dub seems like a man who's been in a rumble or two and is much wiser now.
You know, like my man in Friday, you know, John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon,
yeah.
Look here.
I
Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
You do it with your fist and you live. You live.
See, back in my day, we only had this. You youngins now want to use the guns and all that. Yep. But my man had to use a brick to knock Debo out. That's all I'm saying. He had to use a brick.
Hey, ain't no rules in a fight. Ain't no rules in a fight.
What has Kevin Garnett said? It's a bar fight, Craig. It's a bar fight.
Yeah.
Current AFC standings, you'll only see one team, Tennessee, with fewer than 3 losses. It is really crazy to think that a 9-8 team could snag one of the 7 playoff spots. 1, 2, 3, 4 Fs. You hit the nail on the head. So it's funny. At preseason, we were talking about what do the Dolphins need to do to get in. And we were saying, well, it's going to take at least 11 games, odds are, for a team to get into the playoffs. At least 11. And now we're sitting here looking and we're like, all these teams face each other over the last 5 or 6 weeks. And nobody's really running away with it. And it's hard for me to think that all 7 of these teams that are in the spots right now are going to win out, because it's just not going to happen. They face each other. It's not going to happen. So with that being said, you look at the 7th seed, which is currently the Los Angeles Chargers. They're 2 games ahead of the Miami Dolphins, and we have a lot of teams in between us and them. But you're right. It's very plausible that a team that loses 3 out of the next 5 games or 3 out of the next 6 games still gets into the playoffs.
Yeah.
still gets into the playoffs. Now, we can't do that. We obviously have to win out. If we're going to lose one, we need a lot to happen. We're not totally out of it with one loss, but it doesn't matter because we're going to win out. Doesn't matter because we're going to win out, D-Dub. So it's just, you're right. It is crazy to think that a 9-8 team in a 17-game season, nonetheless. Do you think that plays a part into it, that one extra game, D-Dub?
I think that the extra game has caused probably some more convolution, and probably it gives, how should I say this? It's more a marathon rather than it's even more of a marathon now. And it doesn't matter if you have that bad start, you got enough of the season to be able to make it up. And that extra game is pivotal for teams like the Dolphins right now, because maybe you're 8-8 or 9-7, you don't make it. But with the fact that one more game, you can go 10-7 or 9-8 and get in.
It is crazy to kind of really think about, because in years past,
I am cracking up with some of these comments. Well, oh my goodness.
D-Dub looks like he's part of the Force, looking like his best Jedi self. Jolie's too funny. Baby Yoda chilling with D-Dub, Cat for Life said.
You guys are off the chain, man. Off the chain. I'll say this.
If the Dolphins are somehow were able to run the table at 10-7, the chances would be at 89% per 538.com.
Yeah. Well, you need to run the table, and the thing is, the fact that and I keep harping on it, you lose to the Falcons in the last second, you lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars in the last second, you lose to the Raiders in the last second. You have now taken away.
Yeah, but you can't worry about that now. You can't worry about that.
But what I'm saying
you
is,
can't harp on
but the thing is, you don't have a room for error now. You gotta win every game.
I agree. But again, we have the easiest schedule in the NFL, and everybody. So let's go to the last 3 games. I understand it's one game at a time. We're winning the next 2. Okay, let's look at the last 3 games. We're sitting at 7-7. We go into Monday Night Football against the Saints. The Saints don't have Jameis Winston. Odds are it's going to be Trevor Siemian.
Yeah.
Bro, we're not losing to the Saints.
He shouldn't.
And we already knocked off the dust of not being good in a primetime game earlier this year. Yeah. So I'm not scared about playing in primetime.
Beating the Ravens was cathartic.
It was
cathartic.
I told people, I said at the beginning of the year, D-Dub, I said if the Dolphins somehow find a way to beat Baltimore and somehow find a way to win on Monday night and somehow find a way to win in New England, which we've done 2 of the 3 things, that the Dolphins would have a very good shot of making the playoffs. And
I'm not scared of Taysom Hill either.
Me neither. The Swiss Army knife.
Okay, I'm not.
So we both agree that's probably going to be a win. It's not.
I'm worried about. And I know the game that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the Saints. I'm not even worried about the Titans. I'm worried about.
Well, let's go to Tennessee real quick before we go to New England, to the New England game.
Okay.
So now we got to go on January 1st.
Tennessee.
Yep, to Tennessee. Who could have Derrick Henry back at that time. Now, again, if we're playing the way that we're playing, I would say by that point, the Dolphins become top 5 run defense in the NFL. It's possible. It's plausible. Okay.
I would like for them, if Derrick Henry's playing in that game, if they can keep him under 120, I'm not asking them to keep him to 70. They can keep him to 120. I'll be happy.
Okay.
Because that way the the play action is not as impactful for Tannehill.
Correct. So now we take that game. We go into New England, or we go into Tennessee. We beat Tennessee because I'm not scared of Tannehill. And if Derrick Henry ain't there, I ain't scared of nobody. And I'll be perfectly honest, we are good against the run right now. We're good against the run. So you can't even be that scared if Derrick Henry's there. So now you go into week 18. You go into the extra game. You have the New England Patriots and their whack Jones quarterback. And he comes down to Miami. And the Miami Dolphins are sitting at 9-7. And the New England Patriots are sitting at 9-7. And odds are that's going to be the game to put somebody into the playoffs. Do you realize that game could be for all the marbles for the season?
And that's why I'm concerned about Belichick.
I ain't scared of Belichick. We're going to be in Miami. Ain't nobody in Miami going to let nothing happen.
How many transplanted Bostonians are in Miami? I'm being the conspiracy theorist right now.
I mean, I get you. You're trying to play devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
I understand it. But the reality is, D-Dub, the Miami Dolphins have everything they need to do to win the rest of their games. And
Yes.
I'll be perfectly honest, the 6-game winning streak that the Patriots are currently on, they have not beat great teams.
What's their schedule, their remaining schedule look like? I got to take I'm going to mute myself for a quick second, but I'm listening.
Hold on. So let me go to New England Patriots. New England Patriots remaining schedule are the Bills twice, the Colts, the Jaguars, and us. So they're playing with Buffalo twice, the Colts and the Dolphins. They're playing against three of the hottest, three of some of the best teams in the AFC. And Jacksonville, by the way, has beat Buffalo this year. So they could still lose to Jacksonville.
Well, that would be the time that I would want Urban Meyer to pop up and beat.
Urban Meyer. Yes. 100%.
He could do us a favor by beating both Buffalo and the Patriots.
Now let's look at their last few games. Buffalo did whoop Tennessee without Derrick Henry, though. They beat Atlanta, who, by the way, I consider Atlanta the worst team in the NFL. And I know people are going to be, well, they beat us. They beat us when we were on a losing streak and we didn't know what the hell was going on. The team that's playing right now for the Miami Dolphins is a team I thought we were all along. So forget that. They beat Atlanta. They beat Cleveland, who I think is trash. They beat the Panthers, trash. They did beat the Chargers, who I think are decent. They beat the Jets, trash. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out of their 6-game winning streaks, trash teams. Straight trash teams.
Okay.
I'm not worried about New England, y'all.
Who does New England finish? Who? I mean, I know they finished with the Dolphins. Give me the games before again.
The last 5?
Yes, give me the last 5 for them.
All right, so I got.
Now they got Buffalo. They got Buffalo now. This week coming up, right?
We got the Patriots and Bills. We got the Patriots and Bills on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
December 18th is the Patriots and Colts in Indy.
Okay.
Bills and Patriots on December 26th, day after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
January 2nd, Jaguars and Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
January 9th, Patriots at Dolphins.
So I don't know who I'm going to be. I mean, this is why losing to the Colts does damage, because you don't know who you want to root for.
That Colts
or the Pats in that game, because again, if you're just battling for a wild card spot,
I'll be honest with you, it doesn't matter who wins that game. Whoever loses that game is gonna help us. If New England loses, great, it helps us. If Indy loses that game, great, it helps us.
Only it. See, and that's why you gotta root for Buffalo this week, because then that scenario that you just mentioned comes into play even more.
Yeah, man, 100%, 100%. I figured. What did Crystal Locke say? I figured out you need the Colts and Bills to win. I figured it out. You need the Colts and Bills to win. I don't know about that.
Well, a lot of things are going to be determined as we go on. Things are going to unfold. So we'll see if rooting for the Colts against the Pats is in our best interest or not. As these weeks,
CB83
in
says
the book turn.
We're capable of winning out. It'd just be a real typical Dolphins thing to do, to lose one or two of these last few games. They always seem to let us down at the worst times. Fair statement. Fair statement. Andrevius brought it up yesterday. He said what he doesn't want to see happen is what obviously happens every year, seems like, with us. We go into the last game or two, and we need to win, and we somehow can't seem to pull it out.
Well,
go ahead.
That's why I was saying about the Raider game and the Jag and the Falcons game.
Alex Russell said,
go ahead.
D-Dub, I did the math, and if the Colts win, it helps us if the Patriots lose to the Bills on Monday. If the Patriots win and the Colts lose the following week, we take the Colts spot if we win out.
Right. And that's why I was saying you want to root for the Bills this week and then if things fall out the way that he just outlined, that would be great. But it all starts with the Bills beating the Pats. I don't want to see the Patriots back on top. I don't. I could accept Buffalo more than I have to eat that meal once again from Boston. I don't want it.
You know, I look at the Miami Dolphins. Pete says the sad thing about believing in the playoffs is we're about to get hurt twice in one season. Sad. I disagree with you, Pete. I understand. So look, a lot of people like ABAB sitting here saying Steven ain't scared of nothing. I'm not. I believe in this team. I believe in this team and what we are about to do. I know that the Miami Dolphins are about to take over the world, bro. They're about to take over the world by storm. And I'm not saying that because I'm a fan. I'm saying that because we have the easiest schedule left remaining. There's a lot of different things that we're able to do. Hey, real quick, I want to bring on a good friend of the program who just dropped in from East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. You know him. You love him. My man, Cameron. What's up, Cameron?
Good morning, man. That's ironic timing. I was just clicking on the end of the show. What's up, D-Dub? How are you, man?
What's going on, man? Have you been listening to the show? I know you've been busy this morning.
No, dude, I've been at it since like 5:35 this morning, man. I just, like I said, I just clicked on YouTube really quick, and then you pinged me on Messenger. It was funny.
Hey, man, I wanted to bring you into this conversation because I think you have a very interesting perspective from the Miami Dolphins going into the last couple of weeks of the season. So we're sitting here, we're going over scenarios for the Dolphins to get in, what it's going to take for the Dolphins, and forget the one game at a time. Let's just kind of talk about why are fans so hesitant to be like, hey guys, we always seem to blow it at the end.
Well, it's so Dolphins, right? I mean, like there's no other explanation to that, but and putting ourselves in a 7-game hole, doesn't it kind of exasperates that feeling. And we could win out and still miss the playoffs and, get the 13th, the 16th pick. And, here we are again. And, as elated and high as we are right now on this is kind of roller coaster of a season, we're obviously ascending. With the Jets to buy in and the Giants to buy in the Jets the next 3 weeks, there's an opportunity to go into Monday Night Football, and win against the Saints and then be 500. That said, does that get us into the playoffs, of those final 2 games against Tennessee and the Patriots? We'll see.
Andravia said, we're not blowing it at the end. We blew it at the beginning.
Yeah, 100% agree.
And that's why I was saying about those 3-4 losses. And when you lose to teams that you're going to be battling for playoff spots, like the Raiders and the Colts, and you lose to teams that you should have won, like the Falcons and the Jaguars, now you got to play catch up. It's hard. It makes it harder. And I can tell you from seasons where the Dolphins came into the last game against the Jets, needing to win for a playoff game and losing, I've seen the Dolphins do it in the exact opposite way as well. They started off 9-2 and never won another game afterwards. So it happens both ways.
There's been no team in the history of the NFL to start 1-7 and still make the NFL playoffs. So with that being said, the Miami Dolphins are not only doing something that is hard, it's something that has never been done in the history of our game. And so
you look at the AFC East, and I agree with D-Dub, and I'll even take that a step farther and say, it's kind of been the trend with Flores in this team, right? He starts, his teams start cold and finish hot. But, to your question, Stephen, looking at the Patriots and the Bills schedule, there has to be, the Patriots are, one game ahead of the Bills, right? In the loss column.
Yeah.
And they play this Monday night. So I guess we're all rooting for the Bills. Then the Patriots have the Colts, the Bills again, the day after Christmas, then the Jaguars and the Dolphins. So, realistically, the Patriots could lose 3 games, 4 games if you include the Dolphins game at the end of the season. I'm giving them the Jaguars win. They could lose twice to the Bills, lose the Colts and lose the Dolphins. And if the Dolphins win out, that puts the Dolphins 1 game ahead. And smack dab in the middle of the wild card contention. And I'm not looking at the other teams that are in wild card.
Let's play devil's advocate here. If Patriots end up beating Buffalo 2 out of the next 3, where does that put Miami?
That puts them in a world of hurt, because then Buffalo falls down into that wild card conversation, and you've been swept by the Bills. So any tie, you lose out. Also, if you're thinking about other teams, you have to be ahead of the Raiders because you lost to the Raiders. If you end up in a tie with the Raiders for a wild card spot, you lose out to them.
Yeah, but answer me this: if there's a 3-team tie for first place at 10-7, and Buffalo ends up beating or losing to the New England twice, but we beat New England twice.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in that scenario?
Okay, so the head-to-heads would not be in contention. Then you go to division record. The division record, each team would be 4-2 somehow. Okay, so that would be a wash as well. Then I think the next thing is right? Then you go conference record and then common opponents, and then you'd have, I think, points in the division or points in the conference, overall point differential, and then I think finally after that would be a coin flip to get one team out, and then once you got the one team out, then you
could you imagine if that's how it comes down to it, a coin flip? Could you imagine if that's how a playoff spot comes down to a coin flip?
Listen,
I've never seen it come down to that point, but it could.
Before that coin flip happens, man, there's got to be so much, that goes the Dolphins' way.
There's point differentials that come into play, as common opponents, and records in the conference. That's what all comes into play. I don't know what right now. I don't have it in front of me where I could say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps, but there are at least 6 or 7 different criteria that are judged in a 3-team tie to figure it out. And then once you get rid of one team, then you start all over again with a two-teamer.
I'm telling you right now, if the Dolphins go 10-7, they're in the playoffs. Like, I don't even think there's a question about it.
Even at 10-7, it's a tough road, bro.
Yeah, because let's think of it this way. Let's say you got teams in Denver, you got a team in San Diego, you got a team with like Cincinnati, you got a team like the Colts. All of those teams could possibly get more than 10, be better than 10-7 right now.
Cameron, any thoughts about all that?
No, listen, it's really disheartening to look at it that way. But we have to be realists. Like the Dolphins would have to jump the Titans. They'd have to jump Kansas City at 7-4, Cincinnati at 7-4, like Buffalo in their own division, the Chargers at 6-5, the Raiders at 6-5, Denver's at 6-5, Indianapolis at 6-6. You got Pittsburgh and Cleveland, man, that are 6-6 and 5-5. Like, there's a lot. No, it doesn't mean it can't happen, right? But a lot. You just got, I think the Dolphins just have to take care of their own. Like, just win one game at a time, and see where the rest of the teams lie. And there's nothing that you can do to control your own destiny outside of winning your own games at this point with 7 losses. And that's the reality of the situation.
I think that
I have to make breakfast for my mom, so you'll hear a little bit of noise, but I'm still here.
D-Dub over here taking care of family.
D-Dub, you do your thing. Flip them eggs, man. And I only got a couple minutes too here before Boss Man calls in, but I do want to give a shout out to, I think it was Cap for Life. We are featuring at East 32 Sonny's Cheesesteaks on the grill today. Annually, or this Sunday, they cook one day.
Today, are we playing today? I didn't know we were playing today.
Sunday, bro. We feature Sonny's Cheesesteaks on the grill one time a year, and this year it's the Giants game. And I think Cap also asked if we have Domino's, and we sure do. We'll have a Domino's set out there.
Hey, man, just out of curiosity, what are you having for the Jets game that I'm going to be at?
Fresh meatball subs, bro.
Yeah,
we got one of our Quick Pick Nick, his mom helped us make all the meatballs fresh a couple nights before, and we make our own Sunday gravy and get that out there on the grill and make those meatball parm subs.
And do you have an idea of what you're doing for the Patriots game yet?
Hey, Bossman's on the phone, but look at tailgreeter.com and you can check it out.
I
want
you,
to shout out Big John Stud because I'm no longer left tackle playing weight. I'm middle linebacker weight.
All right, bro. Be good, Cameron. Love you, brother.
I got to roll, man. I'll talk to you guys.
Shout out to Cameron 954 from East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. Hey, man, we're gonna wrap things up here. Hey, D-Dub, man, just tell the folks, give me your final thoughts of the day, man. Give me your words of wisdom.
Man, my words of wisdom for the fans is to keep the faith. I believe that they're going to be successful down this stretch and win about at least 4 out of these last 5. They should win all 5. That being said, it may not be enough, but if they can pull that off, it shows a lot of promise for next year. And I know some people don't want to hear that next year, but
hey, I ain't on that bandwagon yet.
I know. But let's root for the I hate to say this. Let's root for the Bills Monday, and let's keep continuing to root for the Dolphins, man. Keep rooting for the Dolphins. I'm gonna be down here for a little while longer, so next week it'll be from the same Matrix style, So, I'll be here, and I'm like what I see from the defense. Jalen Phillips, you've gone from possible Lackluster pick to a blossoming superstar in the span of about 5 weeks. So continue doing what you're doing. Continue doing what you're doing.
I love it, man. I love it. D-Dub, thank you so much for coming on to the show. I do want to say, man, my heart and thoughts and prayers are out with you and your family. You're out there doing your thing, being a good son. So I just want to say thank you to you, brother.
All right, man. Thank you, man. Y'all take care, man.
Easy,
and remember, it is possible for 4 teams to play out of one stadium. That's something you learned today.
That is something we learned today. Shout out to D-Dub. Love you, brother. Be good, man.
All right.
I do want to remind people, hey, look, at 11 a.m. on Miami Sports Fanatic Show YouTube channel. So go to Miami Sports Fanatic Show. Go check out my man Batman and some of the friends out there. Follow them on YouTube. Make sure you go check out the show. We always like to support other platforms and other shows here. We're all one big family. So I like to do that, man. So big shout out to Batman2423, host of the Miami Sports Fanatic Show. You can find them on YouTube at Miami Sports Fanatic Show about to say .com, but it's their YouTube. So yeah, go check out my boy. Hey man, they're gonna have a big conversation about what kind of we've talked about today, as well as a few other things. So make sure you guys check that out. It sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4 Eps is gonna be up there, and Big John Stud and all them. So make sure you do that. Hey, I appreciate y'all come watching on my show today. It's been a lot of fun. Please hit that like button on Dravius said. We only had 46 likes today, 51 likes. There we go, 51 likes. I like it. Make sure you guys do that. Also, hey, I want to remind you guys too, we do have the MSM Podcast Network raffle, and we are not getting as many people as I would like to donate to it. So here's what I'm going to do. Right now, for the next 2 minutes only, if you donate $20 instead of $25 and put MSM Podcast Network in your donation, okay, instead of $25, I'm going to knock it down $5. Remember, we're trying to raise money for Dolphins Cancer Challenge, and I want to fill up these slots. All right? So do $20 donations instead of $25. I really want to get these donations up here. So $20 gets you 1 slot. If you donate $40, you get 2 slots. If you donate $60, you get 3 slots. If you donate through Cash App, which is $MSM Podcast Network, okay? If you do that on there, what I will do is I will double your entries into this here. I do want to let you know I'm putting it in the chat right now, the links to the PayPal and the Cash App. So look, we're trying to raise money. Just make sure that if you do the $20 donation that you put in there, that it's for the Podcast Network raffle, and I will know that is for the Podcast Network raffle instead of $25. All right, so $20 right now till the end of this show, which is a couple more minutes left. Let's do that. Let's raise some money for Dolphins Cancer Challenge. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Need y'all's help. Hey, also, I know you guys missed the show on Tuesday, but you guys can go back and watch it. Hellfins, if you speak a little Espanol, my brothers over down in Dolphins Nation, Mexico, are going to be there doing they had an amazing show this past Tuesday. I even got on for a minute or two to say hey. And it was a lot of fun. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. All right. Make sure you guys go check out Tail Greeter, the sponsor of the show. Shout out to Nick and everybody over at Tail Greeter. Love you guys for being such an amazing partner of the show. And I look forward to hanging out with y'all more in December. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff lined up for them. And guys, this is the #1 Miami fan morning show. I could not do it without you. Nelson says, hit that like button. 1, 2, 3, 4 Eps. You can even pay with Bitcoin at Cash Apps, peeps. I don't know what the Bitcoin goes out to in $25 increments. But yeah, so I'm not sure how that works. But yes, you can pay in Bitcoin if you have Bitcoin. I will accept Bitcoin on Cash App. I'm currently learning Spanish to understand the two. It's not Spanish. It's not Spanish. I don't know what it is, but it's not. I don't think it's Spanish. You know what? I might play that at the end today. If y'all donate, if I get a couple donations, I'll play that song again for you. I know some of y'all love it, some of y'all hate it, but it is the song. And it is a song that I love. So make sure y'all do that. Yeah, I got the Cash App pulled up if you guys donate through Cash App. It's definitely not Spanish. Yeah, it's I can't say it. Maori. I can't say that. Oh, man. I'm not even going to try to say it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Hawaiian. Tailgater is awesome. If you guys don't know, I've used them. Best tailgate everywhere. Yes, Batman 2423. They are the best. Andravia says, I've done my part with donations today. Shout out to Andrevius. He has donated. I appreciate the donations today. He said, step it up, people. Step it up. Hey, look, if you're able to donate, great. If not, I totally understand it. It definitely goes a long way. But like I said, we are trying to raise money for a good cause. And so if you are able to, just, know, hey, look, this is Dolphins Cancer Challenge. And you get a chance to get something for your man cave. Okay? Come on. It's awesome. Let's do it. And y'all can do it right here on YouTube, too. Yeah, we got 63 likes. Shout out to the likes, man. Can we get to 70 likes before the show's out? Can we get to 70 likes? Guys, I also want to remind you too, you can also follow me on social media at Stephen D SKPL. At Stephen D SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Please go follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Trying to step up my Twitter game and my Instagram game. I can't do it without y'all's help. Okay? So step it up. Sign up. Become part of the members. Become part of the show. Become part of the family. Let's raise some money. Let's do it all. This is the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, home of the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I really enjoyed doing the show with y'all today, so thank you very much. And tomorrow is Spread Kindness Friday. It's Spread Kindness Friday. Great show today. Let's get them likes up and donate. Go follow Steven on social media. Best out. Yes. Hit that like button. I appreciate y'all being in the chat box, getting them to do it. They're not doing it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. 66 likes. Can we get 4 more likes? Can we get 4 more likes to get to 70? And I got the cash up here. I'm waiting for y'all. See, 0. Come on. Put them in. Send them in. Let's go. I even put the link in the chat one more time for y'all. Remember, if you donate through Cash App, I will double your entry. Let's make it happen. The song needs to be played when we at 500. Don't jinx it. A says Cash App is not available in Austria. Hey, but YouTube channel is. You can always do it through YouTube channel. And A's, if you donate right now through YouTube, because Cash App is not available, I will still double your entries. A's, Dolphins, Grizzlies, since you are all the way out in. Now, I will tell you this, A-Dubs, if you donate for the raffle and you win, you will have to pay the shipping fee. Okay? If you're outside of the lower 48, you have to pay your own shipping. I cannot do the shipping. Okay? Yeah. So, but I do want you to play. Let's see here. 70 likes. There we go. It says 69 on my thing. I'll donate if Epps admits that Vic is a top 5. Well, that ain't happening. That ain't never gonna happen. Let's see here. I like it. I like it a lot. You guys are the best fans in the world. You guys are sitting here going crazy in the chat. AB. What's up, AB? Hey, 500 is coming in due time. It is. 3 weeks, we'll be at 500, y'all. Okay, Mike Vick was a top 5 quarterback. 1, 2, 3, 4 M's. Thank you. 69 is a good number. Now we're at 71. Oh, y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. All right, Christolakis, he did it. He said it. I'm just saying. Let's make it happen, Captain. He did it, Chris. He did it, Christolakis. Be a man of your word now. I'm waiting to get notifications. Man, Christalakis. There we go. Shout out to Christalakis, man. Thank you very much for the donation, Christalakis. Appreciate it. If Pete admits Tua is better than Jose Valdez says hey, Pete, help me out, bro. Help me out, Pete. Do it for me, Pete. Do it for me, Pete. Come on. Tua. You're the man, Christalakis. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot. Hey, guys, just to remind y'all, if y'all donate $20 per every slot gets you an entry into the raffle. All right? So let's keep on doing it here, and we'll make that happen. Trying to get all 50 slots filled. I don't know if Pete is still on here. Andrevi says, I'll match Jose's donation. Where you at, Pete? Pete! Let's go, Pete! John with the huge dono. Oh, our word is my strength. Good job, John C. I got a slot. You got 2 slots, my guy. 2 slots. Christalakis, you got 2 slots. Pete, you don't want to help me out, Pete? What's up, Pete? I don't know if Pete's up here right now. He says, I'll match Jose's donation. Where you at? All right, guys, I'll tell you what. I'll get Pete to do it. Pete is driving right now, he told me. Well, did Pete say? Can you get Pete to say it? Batman 2423. There we go. John, 100 respect, 100%. Pete's working. See, I'll tell you what, I'll get Pete to say it. You guys still donate. I'll get Pete to say it. Jose and Andrevius. Shout out to Jose and Andrevius. I like it. Pete's working. Pete ain't got no job. Let me stop lying. Pete's got a job. All right. Let's go. Let's go, people. All right, y'all. It sounds like it was a lot of fun this morning. Thank you for joining the show. I messaged him. Let's see. Batman 2423 said. Jose, don't play with me, Jose. You serious, Jose? Playing with my emotions, Smokey. And Andrevius. See, if I get Pete to come up and say it. He said, I just text Pete. Let's see. Pete, come up here, Pete. Pete, if I get, it sounds like so far Jose said, I'll donate if Pete admits Tua is better than Brissett. And then Andrevius says, I'll match Jose's donation. Where's Pete at? Where you at, Pete? I'll try to stay up for Pete for a minute. See, Pete ain't ready to admit it. That's the problem. Pete's not ready to admit. He's not ready. He wasn't ready. No. Pete knows he's better. Family, that's what's up. Let's go, Pete. I hope you get that jersey, John. Pete knows he's better. What did I miss? I thought you was off a little while ago, Katie. Right now, we're just trying to raise money. We're trying to do the MSM Podcast Network raffle. I lowered the slot down to $20 per slot instead of $25, although Christalakis still did $25. Shout out to you. He did it twice, so he got 2. So shout out to you, Christalakis. I appreciate that. So yeah, we're just trying to raise money for the channel as well as Dolphins Cancer Challenge. And also we're trying to see if Pete is coming up here because Jose Valdez said, I'll donate if Pete admits that Tua was better than Brissett. And then Andravia says, I'll match Jose's donation. Pete says, give him 5 minutes to pull over. Okay, I will stay up here for 5 minutes for Pete. But Jose and Andrevius, are y'all still up here? That's the question. Are y'all still up here? I will stay over an extra couple minutes for y'all. All right. I hope Jose doesn't break my bank. Yo, my girl's yelling. Is yelling at me. Pete's pulling over. Let me know what happens. It's not going to happen with Pete, and turn your volume down if he comes on. Can you imagine? All right, how many of y'all are going to donate if Pete says it? That's what I want to know. It sounds like Andrevius is. Jose, are you still up here, Jose? This StreamYard link is for Pete only, people. Pete only. It is for Pete. Now, if we get Pete to do it, who's donating? That's what I want to know. This is a big deal if I get Pete to say this. They're going to have to put me on a payment plan. Oh, Dravy. I don't see Jose. Jose left. Jose, did you leave, Jose? Jose ain't saying nothing now. Jose's real quiet. Where's D1 at? Crystalakis. Jose, quiet as a mouse now. I know, because I'm about to get him to do it. But there will be video evidence of this at this point. Running from it will not save you, Jose. Gots to just see it through, my boy. Guys, if Pete comes up here and says it, y'all need to donate. Okay? This is a big deal. If I get Pete to say it, this is a huge deal. Where you at, Pete? Where are you at? Jose is currently moving his savings to his checkings. Yes, he will. He will. Jose is currently... All right, there we go. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. There we go. Hey, no, Pete, what we need you to say so that we get we're going to get big donations if you say it. So I need you to say it, Pete. Pete, you need to say that Tua's better than Brissett. If you say that, we get some big donations. So, Pete, you need to help us out. This is for the part of all these donations are going towards the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, Pete. Okay? I'm just saying. I just need you to say that. You ain't got to believe it. You just got to say it. Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete. You say it with some big donations are coming through. Come on, Pete. Just say that Tua is better than Brissett, Pete. And if you say that, we got some big donations coming through. Okay, I can't hear anything, and I'm going through it right now. Hey, somebody text Pete and tell him what he needs to say for the big donations. Because I ain't got Pete's number. Can never question John C's word. Say Tua is better than Brissett, Pete, for donations. Come on. Come on, Pete. They're going to fly in if you say it, Pete. Everybody that's on right now is going to donate. All 56 people. Okay, wow, bro. Jacoby all day, baby. Homegrown, not limited. No, bro, you're supposed to say thank you for the donation. Bro, in order for people to donate, y'all have to say, you have to say Tua is better than the set for donations, Pete. That's what you need to say. No, Aldravius, don't go. He's going to say it. He's going to say it. Pete, come on, man. It's for a good cause, Pete. It's for a real good cause. It's for a good cause. Don't do that. Don't do that, Pete. Pete, this is for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. Come on now. Pete's garbage. I can't lie to myself. I'm not asking you to lie to yourself. Lie to everybody else. Say it. Say it. Say it, Pete. I just need you to say it for the donation. Say it for the donation in the chat. You don't even got to say it out loud. You can type it. You can type it and say it. Come on, Pete. Pete, you can do it. I believe in you, Pete. I know you won't do the right thing, Pete. Tua is the GOAT. I didn't know. I love to. He said it, y'all. He said it. That's as close as we're going to get, I think. Come on now. Y'all got to donate. That's big. That's big from Pete. Come on now. That's it right there. Now y'all start sending in the donations. Come on now. Come on. $20 donations get you an entry into the slot. Come on. Come on. Did he say it, though? He did. He did. That's him saying it. That's him saying it. God bless those kids. Come on, y'all. He said that Tua is the GOAT. We got it on camera. I didn't know. I love Tua. Come on now. Let's see him come in. Jose, where you at, Jose? He said it, Jose. Time to pay up, y'all. Time to pay up. Pete, you're the man, Pete. He just got 2 slots of his own. He did. This going to work out for Pete. Pete going to end up. Pete, you the man. Let's go. Come on, y'all. I don't see nothing. Now, that was big. That was big, y'all. That was huge. You don't even know how big that was. You said, got my screenshot. Oh, I love Pete. Oh, I love it. I love it. Jose left. Jose, Andravius. Jose running from the haze, but I won't sing along. Tua. There we go. Andravius with the $20 donation. Who else? Come on now. Some of y'all was up here too. Jose, it's for the kids, Jose. It's for the kids. Come on now. Get on the right channel. Home of the flip my I'm playing this for all y'all who donated. Y'all keep on donating while the song's going on. Let's make this the biggest donation day ever. Come on.
Kia muki o pai tawhiti, ko te kokei, he mana nui tō te aki, hei aha te whakaiti, tiro ki tua e, whakarono ki nā wai o roto e, kei wehi te wehena I tō awa, tiro ki tua. Koro tuiro topa koro e Kia mai au e kore re re I mohi o e nui
Come on, no more donations. Gonna do a great cause. Jose, where you
te kokei he mana nui tō te aki hei aha te whakaruti titiro ki tā
donate. If y'all right now donate, I don't even care if it's $1. Anybody who donates right now is going to get an entry into the thing. Right now, if you donate right now, don't care where, don't care what platform, you're gonna go ahead and get an entry into the thing right now. Right now, though, you gotta do it right now because I'm about to get off. I'm just saying. Let's make it happen because I'm in a giving mood. Let's go. I'm just saying. Hey, y'all, Taz. Come on now. For a good cause, y'all. Nobody even want to donate $1 to it? All right, Dolphin Dom with the $20 donation. Yep, there you go. $5 donation from Batman. Send them in, boys and ladies. $2 with Travel Adventures with Eric B. Start sending them in. Let's go. I'm going to keep the songs going. I got Two a Time coming up next. I got Two a Time coming up next. Let's go. Keep the donations rolling in. I'm going to keep the songs going. We got crazy stuff going on right now. Share. Here we go. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for Two a Time. Y'all ain't ready for Two a Time. There we go. Y'all ready for Two a Time? Let's go. Come on now.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro.
Two a time, two a time.
Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds the gift. He knowing when to go with fits. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick.
You like to donate to the channel? Let's go.
Bad vibes get sent out.
Any donation right now, I don't
we've
care
been waiting, yeah, we've been patient.
$5, $10,
Super Bowl, yeah, we in rock. I don't know when it's close. I don't want to overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited. You gonna notice now. You should notarize it. They say two are from that rock. Shout out to some more, and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think you Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit them with the people's elbow. Fit together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no. All day I dream about sports. I think I need some chateau. Custom with some Dolphins colors. Just to let them know we here. Yeah. I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind, time to shine. Two a time, two a time. Two a time, two a time.
Two a time, two a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem.
Like the Heat found Bam.
Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on the show. But the young man up, in the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings. Cash out on investment. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all smoke. Chris Gregg gave hope. Coach flow like spoke. Dan Marino still a GOAT. But to a man on go. Watch to a man throw. Watch to a man scope. Watch to a man issues that we never ever seen before. Fins up, let's win. Born ready for a ring. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. It's damn, we can use 10.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. Two a time, two a time. Time to grind,
there we go.
Two a time, two a time.
There goes Caddy
Two a
Chat.
time, two a time. Two a time, two a time.
5954 with the $20 donation. Let's go.
Two a time, two a time.
So low, so
low, so low, deep.
Y'all want me to play one more? Y'all want me to play one more song? Hit that donate button. Y'all want me to play one more song? I think I got something.
Dolphins on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go! You already know, man. We're right here with the legend, man. Live and direct, man. Pat fan. And it's going down, man.
I'll play one more for y'all.
What's up, man? Shout out to Miami Sports Music.
Gotta start the day off right.
The new anthem for the new era. Fins up.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up.
Trying to get y'all hyped
Throw them
today.
fins up. Throw them fins up.
Keep on donating. Let's go. Donation time.
Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit.
It's the new era and we back up in the mix.
Throw it up. Throw your foe up in the sky. Throw it up. Let them know that we gon' ride. Where you from? We be reppin' worldwide.
BWA, stay loyal till we die.
What is the come up? We been down for a minute. This the come up. We been reppin' stay consistent. This the come up. Now the world gotta feel it. Reppin' so loud, whole world gotta hear it.
never fizz out. Reppin' till we drizz out. Solo D, I be rapping with this hip hop. Throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit. It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit, throw them fins up, throw them fins up, hit. It's the new era and we back up in the mix. It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Ain't no more relying on fits. It's time for Tua to get us lit. That's why we got Waddle at 6 and Jalen Phillips is a brick at 36. We got Javon Hollins batting hit stick. Ike and Burke protecting hips. 2 whole years and he ain't slipped. All along he got that gritter, triple threat. He's so legit. Garner Coleman, Jared Dokes, the 7th round was such a gift. That's why we toast. That's why we sip. That's why we repping MSM. Miami sports music. Don't confuse it. Don't abuse it unless you want a new contusion. Real talk, ain't no illusion. Solo D started a movement. MSM the institution. TD Fins the contribution. Yeah, we started a new unit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up.
Sometimes we have a good time.
Hit. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins up.
Let me get another big donation and I'll keep it going. Let's go. Play another song, we get another donation.
We back up in the mix. MIAMIDOLPAINs. When do I begin? I've been rapping since a kid. If you rapping, then we can. TWA, if you rapping, then we can. Walk from the Persian, we asking what would Shula do? He would take the narrative and spin it like a hula hoop. He say let it Coach Flow. Coach Flow gon' do his thing and he gon' bring it to it in and to it. Come and change the game. Watch the squad ball out. Got the fans all excited, coolers out, grills on. Got the tailgate ignited. It's the Aqua One Society. They know we stay united. DWA, we be down and start a riot. Throw them fins up. Throw them fins up. Hit. Throw them fins. It's the new era and we back up in the mix. Who that?
So low.
So low.
Trying to tell. Somebody else put it down every time when it's time to show up for the fans. We out here. You did.
They know it's coming. Yeah.
I'll play one more of his song.
Yeah, and with it, man. Let's go. DWA, man.
Hey, what's up? Y'all know who it is, man. The Dolphins D, we already in here. Ready to turn up this year. We gon' get it.
Hard Rock Stadium.
We gon' defend. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad. We gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad. We got the whole squad with me now. Train to go. Come play games if you want to. Try to crash our house, you done took the wrong route. We gon' crash you like a stunt dude. Check y'all like 1, 2. Tap your head like your uncle. You wanna ride, stay buckle. It get loud down here, get wild down here. Turn the field to a jungle. Never disrespect the squad that's defended by a line. And some beasts on the feast on our position. Another line in the back, sing it to the ER. Just in case you got through the first line, we tripping. But if for some reason it get crazy, I got watchers on the corner for my safety. Everybody here well coached. Change the weather under pressure, stay cool like an AC. Woo! But we still make heat. Woo! Was you trying to play me? We be 3+ AD, but I'm a fool so low. Can't never do great beat. Be great, only way to do great things. Hit hard, only way to make a statement. Come up in our territory, make a payment. Or be in debt with your neck. Gotta we gon' defend. Homie, this side. We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad. We gon' defend.
Guys, we're $25 away from a milestone for making this the highest
We gon' defend. Remember he say his squad.
I hit them boys. We throw them toys. Got saying that QB. We them boys. We the realest. We go gorillas. We out here, homie. You gon' feel us. Don't make me come down. In that box. Like I'm red.
Shout out to Walt.
I knock your socks. We don't play y'all boys, cause we some bullies. We'll take your cookies, cause y'all some rookies. I'm in the building, me and Shot Jones. We do lane, we don't play zone. We play that man, so guard your hand. I see your eyes, you're scared,
we
man.
We gon' defend it. Homie, this side. And we gon' defend it. Let me hear you say, his squad. We gon' defend it. Homie, this side. And we gon' defend it. Let me hear you say, his squad. Yeah.
I'm gonna do one more for y'all, just cause y'all were killing it today.
Miami Dolphins. This is my team. Me, I love it. We started making songs really to talk about the Jets. And then after that, it caught on. For that week, they ended up playing in the stadium.
New York. I'm back. Hey, I done been around the world and the Jets still suck. City of big dreams and the Jets still suck. They get top 3 picks and the Jets still suck. And even when we dying and the Jets still up. Hey, I done been around the world and the Jets still suck. City of big dreams and the Jets still suck. They get top 3 picks and the Jets still suck. And even when we dying and the Jets still up. I had to take a break, was on a hiatus. My team been doing bad, but they still my favorite. When them Jets on the schedule in the foul slate, 5 fingers to your face, I'm like, hi, hater. Hey, plus my squad, they been missing me. DWA, we stick together through the misery. Una pregunta to New York, do you remember me? The one that love to spell your name and always diss your team. Jets, Fins, When we see your defense, we gon' rush. And when we at MetLife, your fans hush. Jets, Fins, When we see your defense, we gon' rush. And when we at MetLife, your fans hush. Hey, I done been around the world and the Jets still suck. City of big dreams and the Jets still suck. They get top 3 picks and the Jets still suck. And even when we dying and the Fins still up. Hey, I done been around the world and the Jets still suck. City of big dreams and the Jets still suck. They get top 3 picks and the Jets still suck. And even when we dying and the Fins still up. Jets up, Jets up, Fins up, Fins up, Jets up, Jets up, Fins up, Fins up. We like Jets, Fins. They like Jets, Fins. Hey, I done been around the world and the Jets still suck. City of big dreams and the Jets still suck. They get top 3 picks and the Jets still suck. And even when we dying and the Fins still up. Hey, I done been around
Donate
the
to the
world
channel
and
and I'll play the Zulu song.
City of big dreams and the Jets still suck. They get top 3 picks and the Jets still suck. And even when we dying and the Fins still up. Who that? So low, D. So low, D. New York.
Donate to the channel, y'all. Let's go.
Hard times, can't stop me cause I'm all grind, can't block me cause I'm gon' shine, do the greatest shit of all time, I'm feeling like I'm shooter, play perfect like I'm shooter, put working like I'm shooter, undefeated like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm strategize. Stay corporate with a savage side.
There's a music video
coming
coming
out.
out for
Winning,
this
they can't have my time. I got no time, I only focus on the bottom line. I gotta grind. Strategize. Stay corporate with a savage side. It ain't about winning, they can't have my time. I got no time, I only focus on the bottom line. I gotta grind like Shula. Playing for perfection like Shula. Running with the winners, no losers. We are not the same, don't confuse us.
Shout out to Krista Lacus with another $50 donation, bro.
Playing for perfection like Shula. Running with the winners, no losers. We are not the same, don't confuse us. Don't confuse us. Hard times. Can't stop me cause I'm all grind. Can't block me cause I'm gon' shine. Do the greatest shit of all time. I'm feeling like I'm shooting.
Shout out to Krista Lacus, man. That's a real fan right there, yo. And donating his slots to 1-2-3-4 Eps. Let's go.
Undefeated like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Hard times. Can't stop me cause I'm all grind. Can't block me cause I'm gon' shine.
Can anybody beat the $50 donation by Krista Lacus? Let's go.
I'm feeling like I'm Shula.
Who can beat it?
Play perfect.
Actually, he's donated $100. Can anybody beat the $100 donation?
Undefeated like I'm Shula. Play perfect like I'm Shula. Who that? So low. So low. Rest in peace, Don Shula. Still perfect.
Y'all want to see an old school video? I'm going to play one song for y'all. I'm going to play one song that is an old school video. That is... where is it at? Hold on, I'm gonna play it for y'all. So this was shot years ago. John Christolakis doing it with a $50 donation and then giving it to 1-2-3-4 Eps, his slots. Shout out to him. Christolakis, you're the man, bro. Best last name in the business. Where you at? Here we go. All right, so this is 2013 Dolphins Ravens video. All right, and you're gonna see some people that look familiar. You're gonna see this is my old house and my old man cave. This video was shot. I love this video. This is my favorite video. So let me, guys, keep donating. With that big $50 donation from Christolakis, we're actually a little bit closer to the all-time donation. The most we ever got donated in one show was like $320 like 2 months ago. And I think we're less than $100 away from it. So let's keep on donating. We can get to it. All right, let's go.
Hey, this is Igor Michelle coming to you from Slattery's, home of Dolphins NYC.
We have over 750 fans getting together for MetLife takeover next week.
Shout out to Solo Dewey, Miami Dolphin music.
When it comes time to play the Jets,
this is another one.
Got 700 Dolphins rolling, taking over New York. Got aqua orange in my wardrobe, we taking over New York. Already know it's Dolphins over Jets. We taking over New York. The Jets fan what I don't like. We taking over New York. Yo, I guess the season on the line again. Dolphins playing like they ain't trying to win. Fans punching walls, wanna cry again. Problems keep coming, and we got a lot of them. The backs ain't running, need to fix the line again. We're supposed to do Carolina in, but we blew the lead, playing stupidly out of time again. But that was last week. Now it's time for the MetLife takeover. we gon' shine again. So I hit Ego and Michelle. Click with the Dolphins fans in NY and we gonna prevail. We be repping with the squad, whether right or wrong. And when we lose, it make it hard for me to write these songs. But in this case, we got the Jets up. And I never missed the opportunity to say the Jets up. And we spell it out, and we yell it out, and we rock an aqua on.
Yo, this was 2013, almost 8 years ago.
Got aqua orange in my wardrobe. We taking over New York. Already know it's Dolphins over Jets. We taking over New York. A Jets fan, what I don't like. We taking over New York. This is how we do. So low, deep. Yeah. Big shout out to Dolphins NYC. You know, despite how the season going, us Dolphins fans got to stick together. You know, my music is Miami Dolphins fan music. You did. So, we are these tracks for the Dolphins Nation.
Here's the one.
You know, Dolphins fans versus everybody. And that's how we
Leave me alone, Ennis. I got rhythm.
Yeah.
So this is the one. This is actually the one. I do have rhythm in it.
2014 MetLife takeover, photo shoot, week 13, video shoot. Got my man Solo in the building.
By the way, my son is all the way up to my chest now.
Making him a Dolphins fan.
7 years old.
Because that's how true Dolphin fans do it. Start them when they're young. Start them when they're real young.
We breeding them, baby. We breed Dolphin fans.
Solo D from Dade County. And we worldwide with this, man. DC, Baltimore, y'all know what it is. Miami Sports Music.
DWA.
The new movement. Get your t-shirt.
DWA. Let's go.
Hey, Steve. What's up? Dolphins NYC.
Holla at me.
It's true that I'm a Dolphins fan. And we just lost to the Broncos. And now we got the Jets up. So you know we gotta hit them with the encore. Beat them like we did the last two. Run your stadium when we pass through. See, we the NFL nutcrackers. And the Jets like some cashew. Running through your line, that's Lamar Miller. Tannehill throwing.
Donate to the channel. Let's go. We're playing these hits. We gotta keep them going. Y'all want more songs? Y'all gotta donate.
So you a Dolphins fan? I know you hate the Jets. If you spell out Jets, gotta say the Rex. Rex Ryan on his last inning. We about to make the Jets crash like a bad engine. DWA, tell them won't play. DWA, tell them won't play. Yeah, the Dolphins in the hunt now. We gon' get our whole world what they want now. The offense gaining confidence. We trying to finish every drive with a touchdown. And the Jets just guard. Look at last game's yard. Solo deep, I'm the odd. And I do it for the dog. DWA, tell them won't play. DWA, tell them won't play. Monday night, but not the miracle. We gon' beat them like we did a year ago. Everybody know the Jets are buried. Make them wish they had Testaverde. Yeah. Y'all know how we do. Shout out to Dolphins NYC. DWA. Next week, let's go. And y'all know how we do it in New York, man. It's going down. Slaughteries this weekend. Tailgate on Monday. Y'all know what it is. Dolphins NYC. DWA. Miami Sports Music. Who that?
So low deep.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I hope y'all enjoyed that. We raised a lot of money here. This was awesome. We almost hit the milestone. We were less than $100 away from hitting the milestone. But y'all definitely killed it today. This is the second best day ever raising money for the channel. Big shout out. A big part of that is John Christolakis. I want to thank everybody who did, man. Everybody who donated, whether it was $1, $100 or $50, $20, $5, $1, $2. It was a lot. It was a lot, and y'all kept it going. Christolakis was definitely the winner of the day, donating $100 in total. Maybe more. I could be wrong. Vaughn 954, Caddyshack, Dolphin Don, Travels Adventures with Eric B. Who else in here has been donating? Andrevius donated. Pete's Hot Takes donated. Pete, love you, Pete. You're the man, brother. Pete donated a couple times, man. So big shout out to you, Pete. Definitely make sure. Christolakis again. Just doing it big, y'all. Y'all did it big today. Y'all. I can't ask for a better group of fans than y'all. Seriously, y'all. I don't deserve y'all sometimes. Y'all gonna make me cry. But look, man. Andrevius, let's get the GoFundMe started for Steven to be able to quit his job. Well, y'all laugh. John, nothing but real love now. Real talk. Yeah, man. Much love, Steven. If you can remind everyone to join right after the show. Miami Sports Fanatics show starting on right now here in a minute. As soon as you get off my channel, head over to their channel. It's good stuff. Y'all were the best. Smart man now. Smart man. Yes. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Y'all the best fans in the world. Seriously. I am grateful for y'all. I had a lot of fun, man. This was so much fun. Go over to Batman's channel right now. Go hang out with him. Stephen D. Danson was the best birthday present. Birthday gift. Ennis, is it your birthday, Ennis? Ennis, I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday to you, bruh. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time. Well, we was on the air today. We had a good time here. Let's keep doing it big. Let's do it big, y'all. Let's make this the best donating month ever. We're going to do it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow, Spread Kindness Friday. Ennis, you have a spot on the panel tomorrow, no doubt. Alexander, man, thank you for the $20 donation, man. Guys, we're $55 away, I will say, actually, wait, 55, 65. We're $65 away from the biggest donation day we've ever had. Can y'all reach 65 in the last 2 minutes? I'm just saying, it'd be the biggest donation day we've ever had. I'm just saying. Damn, they did it big, all right. Polo here, finna drop my dono before I go. Thank you, Solo, man. Polo. Polo. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome, man. Boom, Christolakis said. Yeah, man. Thanks, bro. Nah, definitely, man. Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. And Ennis, you've been a part of this since like day one, bro. You've been a part of this since like day one. You've been here since the beginning. You've seen this show grow. So I can't ask, whew. You used to be a member. What happened, Ennis? You were a member of the channel. I don't see you as a member no more. I know sometimes I'll do that. Christolakis, man, stop, bro. Come on. I'm very great. Christolakis, I owe you big time, bro. I owe you big time. $15 away from the biggest donation day we've ever had. Come on, Christolakis almost got us there. Come on, yo. Christolakis, you ain't got to do that, bro. You've done a lot today, man. I really am so grateful, Christolakis. Thank you so much, man. Oh, man. Y'all, whew. Gonna make me cry. $15 away, guys. Come on. Let's get that last 15, 20. Let's break it. Let's break it. Let's get this will be the biggest donation day we've ever had. $15 away from it. Come on. Alexander Lou said, I'll donate 10. I'll donate 5. If someone donate 10, I'll donate 5. Just donate the 5, bro. We're going to get there slowly but surely. We can get there. 15 ties it. 20 pretty much breaks it. Let's go. Come on. We can do it. There's 5. 10 more to tie, 15 to break. Let's go. You can do it. I really appreciate it. All right, so we tied. 5 more breaks the record pretty much. Because it was like $3 or something like that. Let's go. I ain't get my bonus, Crystallakis. Here go a little something. 5 more breaks it. $5 more breaks it. And this will be the biggest donation we've ever had on the channel. There's Von 94. Guys, biggest donation day we've ever had. Shout out to you all. Shout out to you all. Y'all broke the record. Thank you, man. This is love. Real talk, man. I love this family. Y'all. Guys, I want to do this for a living, and I want to be able to make this the best show in the world. And when you guys do stuff like this, it means the world to me. And they're still coming in. Shout out to Alexander Lubin with the $5 donation. Andrevius, you did it. There you go, man. I love it, man. I love it. Biggest donation day we've ever had. Oh my God. Like I'm sitting here. Whew. Whew. Man. Y'all know how to make me cry, boy. This is truly something special. Good to be here in the early stage. 5954. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Now Trevi says, now quit your job. Oh my goodness. Whew. I'm trying to get myself together. John Crystallakis, you are the man, brother. There is no doubt about that. You definitely did the heavy lifting today. Ennis's birthday is tomorrow. 594 says, Steven, don't forget us when you make it. Hey man, I don't know what quite making it looks like yet, but I know I will not forget y'all. Y'all are the reason that I'm here, man. I would not be here without y'all. Congrats, everyone. We're all winners. It unites us. That's what it unites us. That's what I want to do, right? Like that's why I do the show each and every day. I do the show because it unites us, because it gets us there, and it brings us together. I know Wednesday we have our fighting Wednesdays, but I'm all about bringing people together and spreading kindness, and y'all did it today. Y'all killed it today with the spreading kindness, and yeah, man, it's something else, man. 123 Ep says this channel is going places. That's my hope, man. That is my hope. My hope is that it does. Your show makes us fight. The Tua song makes us unite. Andrevius, Crystallakis, Joe Lee. I mean, seriously. I mean, everybody who's here. Ennis is changing, so Ennis is part of that. AB, you gotta become part of the channel, bro. You gotta become part of the member of the channel. And Jolie, you too. But everybody who's here, I mean, seriously, y'all have been here since like day one, pretty much. Every single one of y'all. Cat for life, everybody. I mean, y'all are just always here. So I can't say thank you enough, man. Thank you. Steven, you're doing something. Steven, you're doing something. You're passionate about. Your heart is in the right place. Trust me when I say the universe will reward you in ways you never even imagined. Steven, keep your head up and keep grinding. Don't ever lose faith. Today, I'm not losing my faith. Today is a crazy day. Biggest donation day we've ever had. So, yeah. Y'all killed it today. I'm so happy today to be here with y'all. This is awesome. This is awesome. So, yeah, man, I am all about karma and all about trying to do the right thing and to be in the right places at the right time and all that stuff. So, Alexander Luna says, spread kindness Thursday. Trying to make spread kindness every day. Every day. So, whew. Y'all the best. You gonna cry in the car. You bro, I am, bro. Laugh, but yeah. God, y'all did it to me today. Y'all threw me for a loop. Guys, go to Batman's channel. Go check out my boy, Batman 2423. Okay, go support the homie, and go have fun. Go live your day to the best of your ability. Go be the best you can be today. Christolakis, I love you, brother. Thank you so much, man. And yeah, man, it means a lot. It means a lot. Y'all work hard for your money. I know how hard y'all work for money. And when y'all even give $1 to me, but to do what y'all did today just means craziness, man. Craziness to me. Spread kindness, peace, love, except when it comes to Watson. Stephen D, who turned your light on at the back? I don't know. I actually had it on the whole show. Make a wish, Stephen. Make a wish, Stephen. I'll tell you guys my wish, man. My wish is, look, I want to do this. I want to do this full time. But in order for me to do this full time, I have to be able to provide for my family. And that's being real, right? Like I have to. And the reality is this costs a lot of money. Going down to Miami costs a lot of money. To do the show live, what I want to do is showcase my talent. There's a lot of people that do YouTube. And I think what makes me different, and I'm just giving you all there's only like 20 of y'all up here. So I have no problem. I feel like people that are watching understand kind of where I'm coming from. I have no problem being transparent with y'all right now. It's very expensive to fly down from Baltimore to Miami, for one time a year, let alone 3 or 4 times or 5 times. My plan was to not go back to Miami at all this year, but now the Dolphins are on this winning streak, and it just makes sense for me, in my opinion, to be at the tailgate live, because I think that by being there and being involved with the fans allows me an opportunity to get face-to-face interaction with people, and allows potential sponsors to see that, hey, this isn't some guy just doing a show from his room. This is somebody who's legit, somebody who's really wants to take this thing to the next level. I think that, it costs money. It costs time. Like, think about it. Like, so I've just now gotten Tuesday night show to kind of be as independent, and they're able to like upload their own stuff and do their own thing. And, we're getting Wednesday night show there, the Combat Sports Show. But it's tough because I want to have more shows on our network, but I need people that are able to kind of, it takes a lot to do the show on a week in, week out basis. I'm doing the editing. I'm doing, the promos. I'm literally doing everything on the podcast network. All that takes time and effort. It takes time to sit in front of the computer and upload, pre-shows. It takes time to do all that. And it just takes a lot. I am in the red this year. A majority of my arguments, from the misses, it comes down to the dollars. It comes down to the dollars and cents. But my wife believes in what I'm doing. And she knows that even though money is super tight right now, that this is where I'm supposed to be doing, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I believe that I can be the biggest thing in South Florida sports when it comes to like broadcasting and coverage. I think Miami Sports Music Podcast Network can be that thing, but I need somebody to, and the financial part of it is the part now that's kind of the toughest part. Having, it comes, Crystal, like I said, I wouldn't donate if I didn't believe in you. Just keep killing it and start calling games. I would love to start calling games. I think, why not one day us be the home of the Miami Dolphins? I think the radio is dying. But podcasting and video and YouTube is kind of where the new era is. Video, being able to do this on a week in, week out basis. I think what makes my show unique from other shows is I have the panel, and then I can also have a show one-on-one, and it doesn't matter which way I go about it. I think I have good content either way. And there's some people that love the panel, and there's some people that hate the panel. And there's some people that love hearing me talk, and there's some people that just want to hear other people talk. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with either one of them. It's a matter of how they go about it. If you go look at TD Finns Talk and you go look at Douglas Durong, who I think are two of the best in the business, as well as Reason. I think Reason does a great job on his channel too. I think that those three are the upper echelon of how you go about doing this on a week in, week out basis. And I would say the difference that you find in those three compared to somebody like me is those guys have been doing it for 3 years. I've been doing this for 6 months. 7 months. I think as I grow with everything, I think that is why I think that is why I will keep growing. Because it's a consistency. It's cool to do a show, but here's the other part to it too. The other part to it is tough some days to wake up and do the show. There are days that I have no desire to wake up and hear y'all argue. I'm just being real with y'all. It is tough to hear some of y'all argue some days. Like, really? We're on a winning streak. Why are we arguing right now? But I get that the fans, Big O's had to adapt too. Yeah, 100%. Big O's had to adapt too, AB. You are 100%. Big O has literally done everything from radio to TV to this. Crystalakis, hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter, Crystalakis. Or IG, one of the two. And I'll give you all my info, Crystalakis. Yeah, man, I really think that is, it's a lot to wake up every single morning and do this. And then, like, I'm telling you right now, I did 9 days in Miami for the fan club weekend. That was a lot of fun. I have never worked as hard as I've worked. To wake up every day, to do a live show from a different location, that's a lot. It's a lot. It costs money. It costs gas. Do you know how much a rent-a-car cost me for that week? I got a really good deal. But it still cost me like $400 to rent a car for the week. Alone. Let alone a hotel. So it cost a buttload of money to do this stuff. That money that I could easily stay here and do the show and I wouldn't have to spend that money. But I think it's better. Tell me, did y'all like the live coverage that I did that week? Did y'all like me being live from boat campers and stuff like that? Did y'all think it was a difference of doing the show there compared to me doing the show the way that I do on a weekend? It's cool to do that kind of stuff, right? I'm interested to just kind of get your feedback as to that. I didn't have to do it. You are 100% correct, but it cost a lot of money. So, yeah, that whole week was a very expensive week. I haven't spent that much money on anything really this year. So, just know I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I love to do it, but I'm doing it because I also see that people want the content. People want to watch this stuff. It does discourage me when there's only 60 people, 80 people watching. It does bother me. And then I'll go to TD's channel, or I'll go to Doug's channel, or I'll go to Reason's channel, and I'll see 600 people, 700 people, 800 people. But the reality is they've put in the work, they've put in the grind, they've put in the heart and everything to get to 600, 700, 800, 900 people in a live show. And that's what it's going to take for me. And so that I know. And TD tells me all the time. TD, y'all say what y'all want about TD. TD has been TD and Doug have been so great to me. I can never repay them what they've given me in just being able to, the knowledge that they have to help me move forward and the inspiration. TD literally, y'all don't hear this, but I'm going to tell y'all, TD called me up yesterday morning. I think it was. Called me up yesterday morning after my show. I said, hey man, I just want to say I love your morning show. I love your morning show. I love what you do. I think your content is great. And that's all I really wanted to call you and tell you is I love what you're doing. You know how awesome that was to hear that from TD? TD does his own stuff. You know how difficult it is to listen to other YouTubers when this is what I do? It's difficult. It's tough for me to, I have to find time to spend with my family, spend time with my wife. But it was really cool to hear that, Doug Lee's the same way. Doug Lee has literally just been like, hey man, just very, positive and just from a standpoint of just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. And the reality is, the other platforms, there are people that you're going to like and there are people that you're going to not like. I think every channel has something different for everybody. But I think that this channel, at least what I'm trying to stay true to and what I'm trying to stay great to is, hey, this is love. This is kindness here. Let's come together. Let's be a family. Let's hear your opinion. Doesn't have to be right. Doesn't have to be wrong either. It's your opinion. 1, 2, 3, 4 says I watch TD more because Doug, but that's not Doug's thing. And that's fine. That's fine. I think TD does an amazing job from the panel standpoint and just his content is just so good and powerful. Doug does so good at like videos and editing content and uploading stuff. And I think what I do different from both of them is I like doing the live stuff. I love being live at places. The issue with my thing is it costs a lot of money. There's not as much overhead for TD and Doug as there might be for somebody like me. But, that's my choice. I choose to go there. I choose to do that. I also choose, I'm living in Maryland. That's just where it is right now. So look, I love TD. I love Doug. I love Reason. Reason is his own man and he does his own thing and he's so good at what he does. And then you have other people, Batman 2423, Miami Football Talk. All these guys are trying to do things to help step up their game and they're getting there and they're trying to make they're at the beginning and I like to think and maybe it's just me and my ego, but I like to think I had the opportunity to help them, like motivate them to start their channel. Solo's been trying to get me to do this for 10 years. And I finally did it 6 months ago. And imagine where I would be if I started 3-4 years ago, like Solo probably really wanted me to. I'd probably be a lot further ahead, but I'm doing it now. It is a grind on most days, but there are some shows that are absolutely amazing. Today was an amazing show. Couldn't ask for more. So, look, I love you guys. I'm glad I got to give you a little insight on my thought process and just kind of where I'm going, what I'm doing. Just know that I love you guys. You're all the best fans in the world. Tomorrow's Spread Kindness Friday. We're going to have a great show tomorrow. It's not going to be as long, but it'll be great. Make sure you guys go support Batman 2423 right now. Go over, tell him I told you to go there. Thank you for the donations so freaking much. And yeah, you guys are so amazing, and I'm blessed to have you all in my life as fans of the show. Yeah. Jolie, become a member of the become a DWA member, and I will mod you. Jolie, become a DWA member, and I will mod you. That's how you become a mod. You become a member. All right. I love you guys. Y'all the best fans in the world. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.